largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
To our usual spots, Disney Plus, ESPN app, our radio audience all back together. For small businesses, every hire counts, and so does your time. Hiring can quickly become overwhelming, from sorting applications to figuring out who's truly qualified. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps. It streamlines the process so you can focus on connecting with the right candidates, not managing the noise. Hire right the first time, people. Post your job right now and get $100 off towards your job post at linkedin.com/Eisen. That's linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply. All right, it's time for our Hire Register here on the Rich Eisen Show on a Thursday for Super Bowl 60. And I think we get the Hire Register Brockman.
That's right.
The one who actually has the Hire Register voice.
Buddy.
Cage Brockman has made it on TV and radio.
Hey.
What's up, KG? What's up, KG? All right, so are you going to have Cage read your Hire Register?
Yeah. I don't think he knows how to actually read yet, but we'll get there.
It's time to go Hire Register for Super Bowl 60. Hit it.
There's a chance
The Rich Eisen shows
that there could be.
Hire Register Take of the Week.
Are you doing the graphic?
Okay, Cage. Hold on to Cage. Cage, do it. Hey. All right, Chris, you're first up. What do you got?
A lot of talk, we've been talking with Adam Ray about the defenses, and he thinks Seattle's going to shut down the Patriots offense, and I think the Patriots offense is going to kind of rattle Sam Darnold. But when I really think about this game, I think that both quarterbacks throw for 300 yards, and get ready for a shootout.
Yeah, that's it. Cage got it down. Okay, you think they're going to actually have a shootout?
Get ready for a shootout on Sunday.
TJ, what do you got over there?
Well, I think my Hire Register is going to be quite the opposite of his, because years ago they used to say, I think, Mahomes did away with this, but they used to say defense wins championships,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Lately it doesn't seem to be the case, but I think this year, based upon what we saw, a defensive player is going to win the MVP of the Super Bowl.
I like it.
Oh,
That happened with Seattle's Super Bowl win. It was a defensive player. It could happen again. I like it. Listen, we talked about it with Kurt Warner. Tom Brady's got a statue. He's got those banners in New England, and 3 of those banners he won with the current head coach of the New England Patriots, but he says he has no real skin in this game. It's just hey, whoever wins Super Bowl 60 wins, is what he said. And Chris Brockman's like, listen, what's he going to say when he's trying to hire the Seattle coach to be his Raiders head coach right now? There's bigger fish for Tom Brady to fry than just the New England Patriot, fan base, is what he has to say. And that's not a problem. But my Hire Register is, deep down, I think Brockman does have a problem with Tom Brady. Deep down, I think, Cage, I think your dad is really not cool with Tom Brady not rooting for the Patriots openly. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I've done a little bit of a flip, I think, just during our show.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. Who was more driven by inner motivation and slights than Tom Brady? Tom Brady is actually reverse engineering this.
Okay.
You heard Robert Spillane today was like, I think it's ridiculous that he's not rooting for us. This is what Tom's doing. He is literally giving his team that he loves more than anything bulletin board material.
So I think you now coming up with that excuse, that BS reverse psychology excuse, makes me think you really aren't cool with it.
Yeah, baby.
Who wins the Super Bowl, Cage? Who wins the Super Bowl?
Patriots.
There you go.
Let's go.
Come out to play.
Well, Cage doesn't know his way around the city, so
Good enough. Thank you for being here today on this program, along with our guests, Kurt Warner, CeeDee Lamb, Seth Rollins, Christian McCaffrey, Steve Smith Sr., and Adam Ray. Join us on our Friday finale here with Deion Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Marshall Faulk, and Keegan-Michael Key, all scheduled on our list for Friday. Signing off this Thursday show on our radio, back on Disney Plus.
My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Rich Eisen here. As you all know, I care deeply about pediatric cancer research and awareness. That's why I'm proud to talk about Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 27 years, every Hyundai sold has helped fund life-saving pediatric cancer research. Together with over 850 dealers nationwide, they've raised more than $277 million, supporting over 25,000 kids in their fight against cancer. At Hyundai, hope isn't optional. It comes standard. Visit HyundaiUSA.com and search Hyundai Hope on Wheels to learn more.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. We're 8 days away from the start of the East Carolina baseball season when the Pirates take on Xavier at Clark LeClaire Stadium. College baseball insider Stephen Schock, also known as the Big Donkey, joined PRL yesterday and gives us his assessment of Cliff Godwin's ball club.
Last year, I don't think they expected to go all the way to regionals, but being able to go to those regionals and just get hot at the right time, that shows a lot of maturity in my mind. To just have that resilience, and especially out of a young group like they had last year, that's something that bodes really, really well for the future. And it's really a credit to Coach Godwin and just how he recruits.
It's East Carolina and Xavier, 4 o'clock at Clark LeClaire Stadium next Friday afternoon. And Harold Varner III got off to a good start to the LIV Golf season in Saudi Arabia yesterday. Varner is 4 under and is 3 shots off the lead heading into the second round held today. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Transform your home and make a fresh start in 2026 from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Right now, during our New Year New Comfort event, save up to 70% off clearance furniture store-wide. We're clearing out a wide selection of Lazy Boy, Bassett, Maven, and Kincaid, all at incredible clearance savings up to 70% off. Enjoy healthful sleep with a free motion base upgrade with mattress purchase during the New Year New Comfort event, going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Danny Beal, it sounds like could be expecting a pretty good year for the Pirates this year. What are you hearing?
Yeah, it should be special, especially the pitching staff. I'm obviously biased and like to talk about pitching more than anything, and I know Coach Godwin and especially Goat will have the offense humming in the right direction, but pitching is going to be fun to watch. You're going to see, I would say, more consistent stuff you will see the best it's ever been at East Carolina.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side.
Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity-type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250 and 930. We're online, pr927fm.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. We are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Got a lot of goodies up there, including my chat with the Big Donkey, Stephen Schock. You can watch that interview. You can watch Big Guy Matt Maloney, who was on the Brian Bailey Show. You can see my softball preview with Shane Winkler, Anna Sawyer, and Sarah Stone. You can see my chat with Jacob Jenkins Coward as he gets ready for another minor league season. You can see the Brandon Golden Show, the Parker Bird Show, and everything else we have to offer at YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Give us a like and subscribe. And what's on your mind? Chat gang, rocking and rolling here on a Thursday. A lot of guests to get to. We'll have a busy show today. Rahjai Harris will join us coming up in just a few minutes as we got another South Carolina running back joining ECU. So we'll talk about that coming up. We've got Zach Kaplan joining us here, hour number one. Jeff Nadu to talk college basketball and Super Bowl 60 bets. We'll go from bets to bats. Bo Bats will join us coming up in hour number two. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson in hour three. And Steve Ellis, former East Carolina cornerbacks coach, now the co-defensive coordinator at Louisville. Had Steve Ellis on, talk a little bit about Jaquan McMillan. Didn't know where the interview was really going to go. Went 20 good minutes with Coach Ellis earlier today, and he was fun to talk to. So I think you'll enjoy that interview coming up in hour number three. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got the Jackman Jackson. We've got Avery. We've got Tanner. And intern Zach as well. To my left, we have Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, a.k.a. Littlefinger, a.k.a. Big Time, a.k.a. Doug In. Doug, what's up?
Hey, Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
Doing great. How are you?
Doing great. It's a great Thursday, man.
Your favorite day of the week?
Favorite day of the week.
Good for you. And we got far left side.
Strong side.
Where you work, Chandler?
Where do I work?
Yeah.
Right here at Pirate Radio.
I can see it on your chest and your head. Rocking the logo with pride.
You got to rep the brand, baby.
Pride.
With pride. You have to rise to the pride.
Rise. Good to see you in studio, Sean.
Good to see you guys as well.
We'll have our Dog of the Day presented by Doghouse Tavern coming up at 4 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one.
Super Bowl edition.
Yeah, I've got one that is just about even, a little bit plus money. Chandler's a little bit juicier, and J-Bone is trying to make you rich.
Yeah.
With his pick.
The rankings, the records reset after this week, so I'm throwing a Hail Mary.
Oh, we also have to come up with a punishment for who finishes last. No, next time around.
Next time around.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And, we'll take suggestions for that. If what should be the punishment if you finish last in our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day? So I'm trying to finish with a winning record. I'll be the only one with a winning record.
14-13. He's 12-15. I'm 13-15.
All right. So the worst I can do is 500. That's positive. That's plus money. I will take that. for our first venture dog of the day at Doghouse Tavern. All right. What are the headlines on this Thursday? ECU women's basketball won yesterday. We talked about that during the show. Pirate men taking on Temple. What day is that, Jarrett?
Saturday, noon, ESPNU.
Back at it. Trying to win 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah. Stack them.
And then back-to-back road victories?
They're at home Saturday.
Oh, this is at home. Okay.
Yeah.
But they do have back-to-back road victories.
Okay, good.
How about that?
The Pirates are back, baby.
Catch me outside.
I need to see it win in Minji's, man.
Yeah.
I've seen that since Presbyterian, and that was, I think, December 17th.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Big yikes. So trying to win a home game coming up on Saturday.
Are they giving away anything Saturday?
Is Mike Schwartz buying any liquor drinks?
Any liquor?
No hat.
Good Lord, that's liquor. It's liquor. That's liquor.
Oh, that's liquor.
No free hat. ECU,
free hats.
ECU softball getting underway on Friday. Pirate baseball underway next Friday.
Pirate lacrosse getting lax getting started this weekend.
All right.
I saw the conference in lacrosse, and I forget that there's
Is it like Vanderbilt in there?
Vanderbilt's in there. Old Dominion, JMU,
Gators.
I believe Florida's been in there before. I don't know if I saw them on the list, but yeah, strange conference lineup.
Is it still it's the American, right?
It is the American.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
I see you. Okay. You got Vanderbilt there? You got Vanderbilt in there? And you didn't tell me? Hurt my feelings.
Fun night last night at Overtime Tavern. Had a team of 3 ECU football players playing trivia last night.
Okay.
Okay, I see you.
I will leave them unnamed, but I was very impressed. Not only were they nice young men, but very knowledgeable of sports. So I will be rooting for those guys individually this year. But I took a picture of them. I said, "Are y'all cool with Sam Danka?" And they were like, "Yeah, Sam's the man. He's working out around here." I was like, "Let me take a picture of you, and I'm gonna send it to Sam and say, where the hell are you?" So I did that, and Sam said he will pull up with some teammates and be there one Wednesday night. So hey, that'd be cool to get some players out there.
It's gonna be a long Wednesday.
But yeah, had a fun night last night at sports trivia at OT's. Jared, you play trivia in Zebulon?
Mm-hmm.
What's the topics tonight?
I don't know. It varies. It's always, you always got movies. You always got sports. Normally some science is thrown in there.
Science!
The last round is a mixed bag. Every question is different. Some food questions. Normally Italian food questions.
Italian?
Yeah, guy's from Jersey, so he asked some Italian questions.
All right, fair enough. They are not a sponsor. Maybe Chandler can get them sponsored.
Yeah. But Booty Bandits will be back in action tonight.
All right, what were you going to say, Chandler?
I was just going to say, speaking of trivia, Doghouse Tavern, the dog of the day coming up in the 4 o'clock hour. And Doghouse is going to be having trivia tonight, hosted by Brittany.
Nice.
Cupid's Mix.
Valentine's Day coming up.
Yep, and it's going to be also Name That Tune. So local gift cards are prizes tonight, so head out there.
Very nice.
You want to get a Ron Ayers on this day?
On this day.
I can turn this into trivia.
Yes, please.
All right, on this day, and I don't even want to give the year. I'm just because I used this as a question last night. This NFC team, has the record for most time led in a Super Bowl game without winning the game. They led the game for over 41 minutes, and they lost 34-28 in overtime.
It's the Falcons.
34-28.
It is the Falcons.
Yeah.
Led for over 41 minutes.
Man.
Of that game.
That was domination up until the last quarter.
Probably the most fun game. I mean, I hated the Patriots, obviously, but just to see a team come back like that was just fun.
I remember that was my freshman year of college, and we were watching it at a buddy's house, and I remember sitting there, and usually when it's 28-3 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, you're like, let's go to the bars, let's go do something else. But for some reason, we sat there and we're like, this can become something.
It's Brady,
and it's Brady.
It's the Falcons.
And we
it's
kept
Atlanta
saying,
sports.
We were like, let's just watch. It's Tom Brady. Anything can happen. And sure enough, one of, if not the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history.
On this day in 2006, the Steelers beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. This non-quarterback was the MVP?
Hines Ward.
Jerome Bettis.
One of you is right. Who do you think you're right?
Yeah.
Do you think you're right?
I think I'm right. That's why I said it.
Chandler's right.
Golly, man.
Hines Ward.
Can't win them all.
Longest touchdown run in Super Bowl history is by Clinton's own Willie Parker.
That is true. Do I have one more? On this day in 1989, he became the first player in the NBA to score 38,000 points.
What year?
1989.
89.
He's a big man.
Kareem?
Yeah, Kareem.
Kareem is correct. Well done, gents.
Nice.
That is On This Day, brought to you by
Ron Ayers Motorsports. Ron Ayers Motorsports has been Greenville's go-to place for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more since 1975. Stop by their 30,000-square-foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and much more, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50-plus years of trusted service. Go by and see Jimmy Stallings and his team today. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, and then also coming up later in this month, we love a chili cook-off, Clip Brock.
Who?
And Clip Brock, sorry. We love a chili cook-off. And if they need judges, we need to go and judge that.
Yeah, don't call Aaron. Call us.
Yeah, so, what?
Nothing. What do you mean, what?
Who's Aaron?
Who's Aaron?
Aaron Judge.
But coming up, it's the 16th annual Chili Cook-Off at Ron Ayers Motorsports. They're bringing the heat, taste, vote, and crown the chili champ. It is happening Saturday, February 28th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. All donations will go to the Ronald McDonald House. So you can contact Jimmy Stallings at 252-758-3084 and go and enjoy some awesome chili and see what's going on over there.
We got Rahjai ready to go. Let's head out to the Turner Home Team live line and talk to the former Pirate running back who joins us here on Pirate Radio Live, number 47. Rahjai, how you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain, man. It wouldn't even sound right if I was. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to, we got some college basketball tonight. Got the Super Bowl this weekend. We got ECU baseball coming up next week, Rahjai. So excited for that. A lot going on. Had a fun night at Overtime Tavern last night, sports trivia, and had 3 members of the ECU football team were a team last night. I won't name names. I did text Sam Danka and say, Sam, where are you at? Your old teammates are here. Get your butt here. And he said he'd show up one week with some guys. But Rahjai, you know a little bit about sports. Who you think would win from the locker room you were with in a sports trivia contest? Who was the biggest? Who liked to give hot takes, talk about sports and stuff in the locker room?
I can't even. I know Big Tay will argue with you up and down, man. He said he'll definitely get his point across, man. A lot of them D linemen to get their point across. I know Sue, he would have got his point across.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of some specialists, man.
So that D line group though, is pretty good sports knowledge.
Yeah, for sure, man. The punter David was real good and stuff like that, man. And then of course you had Holton and stuff like that, Bruce. And them guys that paid attention to that type of stuff, man. But I can't lie, man. Don't pick me. Don't pick me, Clip.
All right, Rahjai. Well, we got some good news, and we'll see. I don't follow recruiting that much, Rahjai, to the point where, boy, I'm glad you don't know this. I probably called you Rahjai Davis for like the first 2 months of you being here at ECU because the old Oakland A's player that used to play with a similar name. But I don't follow recruiting just because, some guys decommit, some guys never show up here. And even if they do come here, it takes a while to get to know them. For you got playing right away. So we got to know you very early on in your career. But having said all that, I am excited to get a running back from South Carolina in the mix. And Malik McGowan committed and then now has signed with East Carolina, a running back from South Carolina, Goose Creek, South Carolina. Rahjai, have you heard of this guy?
Yes, I have heard of him, man. And I scrimmaged Goose Creek, I think, my freshman year in high school. So they always got some country shrimp guys up there, man, some good athletes up there, man. But I've definitely heard a lot about them just by training different running backs in the area. But, yeah, man, I heard he's a guy, and I can't wait to see him I'm going to try to get up there to see the running backs, man, just see the whole team this spring, just to see how the team's looking, man. But I'm excited for that whole group, my guy.
Yeah, definitely. And it was a position of strength, I think, last year, and we'll see some new and familiar faces coming up this year with ECU. Rahjai, I know the guys putting in work, and talked to Alex Harper about it Friday. He said these are some pretty brutal times on a football player's schedule. With you're not really working with the ball; you're just doing your off-season winter workouts and stuff. What do you remember about this time of the football calendar?
Discipline, man. You got to really be disciplined in this time, especially if you want to be a good team or a great team. You know what I'm saying? Because there's definitely a difference between being good and great. So discipline is really key, especially for my last year up there in East Carolina, man. I really just locked it in, man, and within myself, man, because really you don't have a football. You're not really grinding, with a team, but, you got to get that 1% in yourself to go out there and push yourself to be that best version of yourself. So right now I just say discipline in the off season, man, just to stay locked in, man, and stay out of, trouble, man, because it's so easy to get into and so hard to get out.
Rahjai, about an hour ago, I had a 20-minute conversation with Steve Ellis, former East Carolina cornerbacks coach, and we'll air that later on in the show. It was great, man. I could tell how he connects with guys and also fires up guys, but also has that cerebral part of it as well. How much did you interact with him, and how much do you, on the offensive side of the ball, interact with the defensive coaches when you played here?
Well, him, man, in particular, man, he still texts me to this day, man. So that
nice.
shows you what type of coach he is, man, what type of, leader he was, man, in our locker room. But talking to the defensive side, man, you really don't really talk to him too much. But you definitely do get your time, man, with your joking. And, they got jokes, or they might say something about how we're going to shut out the offense this week, something like that, man. So it'll all be friendly love, man. But you really don't get too much time with the defensive coaches, man. All season, you might get a little bit more time just because you got more freedom. But during season, man, they all locked in, clocked in up top, man.
Outside of your position group, and you went through a few different, good running backs coaches here at ECU, but outside of your running backs coaches, who was an assistant you connected with the most, whether it be talking football, talking life, laughing, joking? Anybody stand out to you?
Roberts, man, up top.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to lie, my guy. That's one-on-one right there.
Yeah.
And I can say that any day of the week, man. It's really the energy he brings, not just on the field, but off the field, man. And the way he interact with his family, his wife, and his kids, that's just how it's supposed to be done. You feel what I'm saying? And he doing all the right things, man. He doing everything right, staying consistent, man. Just look at him, man. God's going to take care of the rest for him.
Rahjai, you got a family, I got a family, and as I get older now, I'm like, if guys want to leave, whether it be player or coach, I'm not going to hate you for it. You got to look out for you, and you got to look out for the people in your household. But having said that, the one that tore me up the most this offseason was Coach Roberts leaving, because I wanted that guy to be here forever. Just his energy, you said it right there. Hearing Anthony Smith talk about him, hearing the players talk about him, that's the kind of guy you want in the locker room. And I'm sure Coach Harrell will make great hires and put great people in the locker room. But you're right, Rahjai. It really seemed like he's what'd you say, one of one with Coach Tyrell Roberts.
Well, man, because he had the receivers, but he had a relationship with everybody, like offensively, special teams, defense. You feel me? The assistants, man, coaches, everybody, man. Everybody loved Coach Roberts, man. His energy was just definitely contagious, for sure.
Rahjai Harris joining us, Super Bowl 60 coming up, and looking at the running backs, kind of interesting that, Kenneth Walker, starting running back for the Seahawks, they use Zach Charbonnet a lot, but he is injured. Kenneth Walker is kind of a one-man band right now for Seattle, and on the other side, you got Ramondre Stevenson, who was kind of an afterthought after the Patriots drafted Travion Henderson from Ohio State, so they've got a bit of a two-headed monster going. But how about the matchup, the running back matchup, and overall, who do you like this Sunday, Rahjai?
Overall, I'll start there, man. I like Seattle. I've been saying it, man. I don't like how they did my 49ers. They got something going on over there. So I'd take them. For sure. Kenneth Walker is a dog, though.
Yeah.
And a dog since, high school, college. He tore it up, and he's still doing it to this day, man. So I'm a big Kenneth Walker fan. I hope they go out there and get it done. Defensively, they're very smooth, man. They're very disciplined on that side of the ball. It's going to be a good game, though. I can't wait to watch it.
Looking forward to it on Sunday. Rahjai, if you got one, I guess, go-to Super Bowl menu item, spread, like what do you got to eat during the Super Bowl?
Wings, my guy. Never going to change.
We need to ship some from Basil's to you, right?
Yes, I would love if Jeremy did that for me.
You have to get some of them good Basil's wings for Super Bowl Sunday. That sounds like a plan.
I be thinking about them. My guy.
That's when you know it's good.
Hey, go try the Basil's wings, man. I'm telling y'all now. Go try them.
It's the Rahjai special. You know about the pizza, you know about the pasta, but you got to get the Rahjai special at Basil's, the wings. You know it's bad, Rahjai, or should I say good, when you're a state away and you're still salivating thinking about some wings.
I be thinking about them all the time. I can't lie to you, Clip. Hey, Clip, I can't lie. I do be thinking about them.
Rahjai, good stuff, man. Any news on you, or are you just still 1% day to day?
Man, we still just chasing that greatness, man. We definitely having blessings come in every day, man, but man, we just still chasing that 1%, waiting on that call for sure.
Hey, did you get any snow? Did your girls get laid in the snow? We got a bunch here, Rahjai.
Yeah. Yes, we did have some snow, man. Actually, it was snowing this morning for like an hour here, but it wasn't that crazy. But, yes, I was throwing Emery around in the snow, man.
Good stuff, good stuff. Rahjai, good checking in with you, man. We'll do it again next week. Appreciate you.
You already know, my guy. Be good.
Rahjai Harris joining us on this Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Excited to have another stud running back from the upstate joining us here at East Carolina. We'll take a break, come back. Big Ten Cappy.
Whoa.
Patty Cappy.
Chatty Cathy.
Getting ready for his Patriots in the Super Bowl once again. Unfamiliar territory. Have they been a dog since the Rams Super Bowl way back in the day? Greatest show on turf, Brady and Belichick's first Super Bowl? I don't know the answer to that. We'll talk about Super Bowl 60. We'll talk Pirate athletics as well. Zach was in Minges yesterday when Kim McNeil's Pirates picked up another win. We'll talk about that and more when we return. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live after this.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices. The Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Hey, Pirate friends, this is Rhonda from Russell's in downtown Washington, inviting you to join us right now for our big winter clearance sale. Christmas exchanges are complete, and the winter clearance sale features all ladies' merchandise, 50% off, and men's winter merchandise, 40% off. The selection is fantastic from name brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and more. The deals are great, and the customer service is even better. So come see us at Russell's in downtown Washington on Main Street for great savings.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance. Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Ron Ayers Motorsports has been Greenville's go-to place for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more since 1975. Stop by their 30,000 square foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and much more, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50-plus years of trusted service. Go by and see Jimmy Stallings and his team today. Ron Ayers Motorsports on Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Cliff.
Welcome back into the program. Clip Rock, Jared Watkins, Chandler Honeycutt, and we welcome in New England Patriots fan, an all-around good guy, Zach Kaplan. What's up, Cap?
First part is forever. The second part depends on the day.
No, you are an all-around nice guy, but it does suck. Like, it's such a big stain just being a Boston sports fan. Everything else about you is top-notch.
Appreciate that.
Except for your Boston stuff.
What is your first Patriots memory?
I remember the first half of Super Bowl 38. The first full season I remember is the 04 season, 05 Super Bowl beating the Eagles. That's the first season. My first game I went to was the year after that. And then I've tried to go to at least one a year since.
What a charmed life to have the Patriots winning Super Bowls, the Red Sox breaking the drought, the Celtics winning with KG and company.
And now Tatum has one too.
Did the Bruins win?
2011.
I mean, what a childhood, man.
Yeah, the Bruins should have more than one, but that's okay.
The two teams I've claimed have 2 playoff appearances in my life. Well, 3 if you count 02-03.
Yeah. So you...
Well, Tom Brady no longer considers himself part of the Patriots lore, so maybe he can bring it to the Raiders.
That's good.
I only have a World Series championship, and I was happy for it, but I want bigger and better things. I want a Super Bowl.
You have a Super Bowl appearance, which is good.
I do have one, yeah.
And a 15-1 regular season is pretty damn good.
Yeah, absolutely. And your quarterback's the MVP of the league, so that was very exciting. Senior year of high school. But yeah, I don't count the first appearance because I don't remember that at all.
The one thing I'll say about just being a Boston fan, like we aren't babies about it. I think Chiefs fans have kind of been like they don't relish the villain role. I think Boston fans, like, we know what it is. We know where we stand and what people think of us, and we love it. And, like, that's totally fine with it. I think Duke basketball fans in some ways are similar. And, like, we don't shy away from it. We're not babies about it at all. Like, we're the villains, and everyone's going to make fun of them if they go out and get trounced on Sunday. But it's been a very fun season either way. Like, I'm good with it. Unless they get screwed by a bad call or throw on the 1 yard line, like, I'm good.
That is a bet.
I said last segment that I'm guessing the Patriots were underdogs in the Super Bowl for the last time in the Greatest Show on Turf Rams Super Bowl. Chandler, you looked that up?
I did, and you are correct on that.
Yeah.
And Zach, I don't know if you heard the spread for that game. Do you remember, or do you know what the spread
For that
was?
game?
Yes.
14.
It was it that high?
It was 14.
14.
I know it was more than a touch. That's crazy.
14.
It was the biggest upset by point spread until Super Bowl 42, which we shall not talk about.
Man, and I don't need to tell you this, Zach, but you know, Jarrett's saying, hey, Seahawks run away, which it could be. I'm taking the Seahawks on Sunday. And this has nothing to do with the Belichick, Brady, those past teams. But the Patriots have played some pretty epic Super Bowls. Every game has been awesome.
They had a real pattern of winning and not covering. So that's kind of like adjusted some of the against the spread stats. Underdogs, I think, of 4 or more points, are like 15-7 in the last 22 times that situation's presented itself. And no underdog or no favorite of more than 4 points is covered since the 43-8 Seahawks over the Broncos Super Bowl.
Yeah. Man. Even the games you guys
stats to consider.
Even the games you guys lost were pretty good. I mean, the 2 Giants Super Bowls,
Eagles came down to the very end in all 3.
The Rams Super Bowl in 2019 was a snoozer.
Yeah, 14-3.
Yeah, that was a pretty snoozer. But outside of that, there has been some very exciting Super Bowls involving the
It's literally just that one, and then the Eagles Patriots, the first one where McNabb took like 8 minutes to score. Clip's probably the only one at this table who remembers that game. They had to score twice, and they took
McNabb
forever.
was puking.
Yeah.
T.O. had one leg. Jared's been trying to say something for like 5 minutes, so I think us 3 should just keep talking to see how long he'll hold his phone up waiting to speak.
I'll ask you.
You mentioned the 1 yard line, Zach. You can bet on DraftKings Seahawks to throw a touchdown pass from on or inside the New England Patriots 1 yard line. Yes, plus 1,100.
I think you have to call the hotline if you bet that one.
I took. Oh, never mind. That'll spoil my dog.
We'll have a Doug of the D coming up.
Good tease.
Took a big juicy one.
Oh,
was y'all's first 2 Super Bowls won on a field goal by Vinatieri?
Yes.
Actually, your first 2 Super Bowls, you got your ass kicked.
Technically, yeah. I thought for a chance that we would, for a second, that we would play the Bears and get revenge for Super Bowl 20, but that was not meant to be.
Bears and Packers got you.
Desmond Howard,
mid '90s. Yeah, Desmond Howard.
Bledsoe scored to make it a one possession game, and Desmond Howard's not very for long.
Took it to the house.
Won MVP off that.
All right, where are you watching the game?
The Buccaneer Music Hall.
Really?
The Buck.
And it's a risky play because there's a lot of people who are going to antagonize me, could show up. I know you never know who could show up. Annoying Broncos fan. There could be several others who I won't name by name.
Forgot about that.
But I'll throw a bow at him for sure.
I don't like that guy.
I don't either.
Jared said he's all right. I don't like that
outside
guy.
of football conversation.
Some days he's okay. Some days I really don't like him.
I don't like that guy. And I like just about everybody. I get along with everybody.
There's people that you said you did not like, and I'm like, why? But I can see why you hate this guy or don't like this guy.
I don't like that guy.
I don't want to say hate's a strong word.
I
don't hate the guy. I don't like the guy.
You don't like the guy.
So there's a little risk because anyone could show up, and that's Chili Water Shack gang, feel free. But just,
if I show up, I'm taking the Seahawks and I'm going after you.
All right.
Yeah. So you'll get angry at me. But you'll probably take it out on somebody else. I think I've noticed you do that.
Like my cell phone?
You've never really chirped at me before.
No.
And I do it friendly, and I don't mind. I like when people come back at me, but you've never done it.
I'm trying to think if
Sunday could be the day.
We've never really been in a position to, though. Like, our teams have just never played in anything meaningful head-to-head.
This year in the playoffs. playoffs.
I'm a little worried.
NBA playoffs.
I'm a little worried to watch the Super Bowl with Zach Kaplan because I did watch the AFC Championship with Zach Kaplan.
You watched Patriots
Are you
Steelers in
kidding
week
me?
3 with
Yeah.
him, and he was going berserk.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh, that was the most frustrating game.
Yeah, the AFC Championship game was on steroids compared to Week 3. So I just, all I'm saying is have the TVs ready to go and don't have them, pausing during the game.
That was my own station's fault. That's not the fault of.
And don't have the ticker on. He was so mad about the ticker.
The ticker was making me mad. Like apparently y'all
made you mad. It made him mad.
The news was cutting in.
No matter what, I was more upset, Jared. I promise.
The ticker. Well, I mean, I was like, that was even Broncos Bills. The ticker was popping up, and I'm like, hey, what are we doing?
Yeah,
we know what
that was frustrating.
I don't care if somebody got shot in Raleigh. I'm trying to watch the game.
What if it was like your family member?
I would have a phone call before I find out on the news.
I agree.
And
that's a good point.
Why does some random guy need to know? They're trying to watch Bills Broncos.
Is that really what the ticker was about?
It was something like that. It wasn't about the weather.
Oh.
And Bills Broncos, because it was a sunny day.
Okay.
It was about a guy getting shot?
It was about some kind of crime.
Okay.
I'll have to look into that one. The last couple of weeks have been weather related.
Yeah.
But it's no tickers, nothing. Don't mess this up, NBC. Don't do it. So they have the Super Bowl, so you can direct all. If there's anything goes wrong with the broadcast, don't email us.
Oh, we got Tarico?
Mike Tirico.
Tirico and Collinsworth.
His first Super Bowl.
Mike Big Game Tirico?
And then he literally flies straight to Milan to go do the Olympics.
Mulan, man.
Mulan?
Milan.
I love it, Maggle.
Maggle. I want Chris Collinsworth to just abandon his whole thing with like, you're the guy. Like, dude, Maggle. That's a tough pass, Maggle.
I like that duo.
Maggle Bennett for fake chance.
Do you have any bets, Zach? You going to bet on this game?
One prop bet I always like, just to throw one out there, I always like over 2.5 players to have a pass attempt.
Might talk more about that one.
Is that a tease?
Might talk more about that one later.
That could be Darnold getting hurt or May getting hurt, which I hope not.
Or maybe a trick play.
I think you're hoping for a trick play more so than an injury.
But it can be either.
But you better pray that Sam Darnold doesn't get hurt because Drew Lock will tear y'all to pieces.
That was a good bet for Patriot. Like Julian Edelman would throw. Like you guys would do one of those trick plays. What team is more likely to do that? I don't think the Eagles are going to do it.
The Eagles did it with the Philly special.
I had that bet in that game.
Seahawks. I think Seahawks.
I took it in the Beef O'Brady's Bowl when Cam Worthy threw to Shane Carden for a touchdown.
Good call. Good pick.
What, 2013? Yeah. Little Chan.
Yes, Ohio.
Little 15-year-old Chan was.
I think Clint Kubiak's got a couple tricks up his sleeve.
His final game as a coordinator.
Yeah.
Are you excited for him?
He better be. He's talked about him for 3 months.
3 years.
Knowing what I know about things that aren't finalized with the Raiders, I'm going to wait until Monday when it's pen to paper.
Although you got to see the press conference. You got to see the interaction.
I spent a whole summer being like, man, Derek Carr to AB is going to be tough. And then week 1 of the preseason, AB calls Mike Mayock a cracker. And he burns his feet in the cryo chamber. He shows up to practice in a hot air balloon. I'm like, this might not be good.
That was Tiff.
I don't know, Jim.
that one
he called him a cracker, Jim. I don't know.
Jim. Here we go, Jim.
That was Tiff.
Really? Imagine getting those notifications.
Yeah. His feet are frostburn, Jim. I don't know.
Jim, I don't know. Man.
Frostbite!
He's wanted for attempted murder, Jim. I don't know.
I'm kind of wishful thinking that Kubiak is a little distracted by the Raiders stuff, not 100% focused on New England's defense. So we'll see. It's happened before.
Man, the guy's a winner. That's all he does. He's not distracted by anything.
Just saying, Josh McDaniels won a few of these. Vrabel's won a few as a player. We'll see.
That's all he's saying.
That's all he's saying.
That's all he's saying.
That's all he's saying.
Lost a few.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some ECU athletics. We'll get Zach's thoughts on Beast Carolina.
Beast Carolina.
Wait, Chandler, how do you say it? Is it
Beast? Gary We'll get his thoughts on ECU women's basketball with a comeback victory yesterday.
The train
clamp down
keeps it rolling. That and more on the way. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. Back after this.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
For over 40 years, Greenville Motor Company has been the name Greenville Trust. Driven by service, powered by trust, and now offering one of the area's best service centers, 8 full-service bays working on all makes and models. Their certified team can diagnose, address, and repair any issue, big or small. From oil changes to engine work, go to a repair center that you can trust for the life of your vehicle. Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com, driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Looking for your new go-to spot? Check out Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville. Open Tuesday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 11 to 5. Singo on Tuesdays at 7, Wings and Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic Thursdays 7 to 9, hosted by Lonnie Britton, and live music Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to 11. The Happy Hours Thursday to Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off all appetizers. Check socials and website for all information at Fish Street Hardware.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast, 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's take it back in. Hey, here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Zach Kaplan joining us here in hour number 1. Coming up hour 2, Jeff Nadu, Bo Batts, Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, and Coach Steve Ellis. We'll get defensive in hour number 3. Real quick, Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, also known as Doug N, wrote a joke last night. You said it was a blue card Norm Macdonald style joke.
Yeah.
And you wanted to share it with the class.
I wanted to make sure Zach was here because I have a feeling you and Chandler may not laugh, or anybody in there.
So and Zach is good about laughing. He's a good bro.
Yeah.
So easy crowd.
Yeah. If you're planning on watching the Super Bowl this weekend, just know you don't have to watch the halftime show with Bad Bunny. Instead, you can watch the Turning Point USA halftime show with Bad Singers.
Okay. I don't think I'm laughing at your joke, but you sound just like, who's the other guy that reads the joke? You sound that guy reading the joke to Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
A bunch of bad singers. You read it to a T. So I was the only one that laughed. And it wasn't even because that was funny. It was because I was thinking of the Norm Macdonald show.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be funny. It was meant to just be like a joke on that show.
Yeah.
You got to chuckle.
Well, if that was your, goal, objective, you did it.
Spot on.
Thank you.
Very good.
Is it Kid Rock?
Yeah, and
once again, J-Bone hates all this stuff surrounding the Super Bowl, yet he brings it up every single day.
Because I like to laugh about it, and it makes you mad, which also makes it even funnier.
Well, it does make me mad. Man, I got pissed off the other day during the commercial break. You brought up a couple of guests in here. They had to talk, man. Anyway, good win for Kim McNeil and the Pirates on Wednesday. First 3 quarters don't matter. Why even play them? It's all about the no quarter, baby. It's all about the fourth quarter. And once again, Pirates dominate the fourth quarter, Zach.
Every time ECU wins a game like that, I just picture Scotty Moe when they showed him after he beat NC State, and he's just like stepping with this. It's just
now. Why do you picture that?
Yeah, I'm confused about that.
Because Kim, I went out on the court.
Are you okay?
Holy stutter! I'm sorry.
He's trying to dig himself out of a hole here.
I said this, Zach. I said earlier this week, you're turning into a caricature of yourself. You are turning into the impression that we do of you.
She threw up the crossbones.
You're not even you anymore.
Hey, be yourself, not
what we think you are.
Have I been brainwashed by Greenville?
Yes.
Is that what? Is that
all
what
right, let's just move on from that.
But she did throw up the crossbones.
Throw up the crossbones.
Okay.
But Scotty Montgomery's not the only coach to ever do that.
At least he
I don't know why.
At least he didn't push down Drew Steele.
No,
because Scotty Moe did that. He on his way to the bench, he kind of pushed him out of the way. I remember that.
I didn't know that.
Wait, what? Like angrily?
No.
Okay, don't why say it like that? You're trying to.
Chandler's been waiting years just to be like, hey, Scotty Moe did to Drew Steele.
It's been 10 years since I wanted to say that.
You're putting it out of context, like my boy Gavin McKenna, Penn State hockey star.
Speak on that then.
Well, look, all right. If someone called your mom a W, a 5-letter word,
George W,
for someone who sleeps around, and you were at an establishment, I mean,
first of all,
and he wouldn't leave you alone, you'd probably
okay. If he wouldn't leave you alone, that's one thing. But somebody doing your mama jokes, it really doesn't offend me. They'd never met my mom.
What if your mom's sitting right there?
My mom's not a whore. I mean,
are you allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm allowed to say my mom's not one.
No,
are you saying she is?
No, absolutely not.
She's not a W.
But that's such a. I'm just saying that's such a lame insult.
But what if your mom's sitting right there and hearing the whole thing?
I mean, clearly that guy got what he asked for, which I guess was a beatdown.
Yeah, broken jaw.
Yeah.
2 places.
Yeah, when I first saw that news, I was like, man, this guy probably won a fight. Like, if he was in a fight and got beat up, he probably wouldn't have got in trouble. It's the winner of the fight that gets in trouble.
Yep. This guy sees a potential number 1 overall pick and is just dollar signs.
And I don't know anything about the story, but seeing like 20 years and stuff, that is just stuff to put in the paper to get us talking about it.
OJ got nothing.
Yeah, that was. No, I wish there was some.
He got acquitted.
If the glove doesn't fit, right? But no, it's There was some out of context things posted with that yesterday. I wish my friends in Happy Valley did a better job of framing it, because eventually the full story got out, and McKenna's the good guy in my opinion. I would stick up for my mom. I hope most people would do the same if that was someone was being persistent about it at a bar.
Yeah. So ECU women's basketball won yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
That's another debut.
One more question though, Zach.
All right.
If you're at the Buck and you're yelling about football, and you say your team sucks, the other guy says your team sucks, and you say you suck, and then the guy says, "Well, Zach Kaplan, your mother's a W." That would set you off. He doesn't know your mom. It's not. There's no passion or personality behind that. It's just a line that means nothing.
But it's your mama.
I guess.
It's
I don't
your
know.
mama. I think it's different when she's sitting right there.
All right. Well, I know what not to say to you if we ever get into a verbal spat.
I know exactly what.
I was going to say, well, there's two schools of thought there. Yeah, you
didn't see it, but J-Bone wrote it down on a piece of paper. He said, "This is what I'm going to say."
You can say it.
Pirates beat the South Florida Bulls.
Come back.
The Lady Bulls. Is that a thing? That's not a thing, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think bulls are males.
Yeah.
Cows
are the
bales.
Female.
Well, the biggest thing is they continue to find ways to win when they play like a C-plus game, because through three quarters, and C-plus might be generous the way they played through three quarters, but it was like a little play by Jayla Herb that swung the game in my opinion. She dives for a loose ball, forces a tie up. Pirates keep possession. She hits a corner three, and off that whistle, and I think the game swung from there. They're getting contributions from someone different each night. She was the leading scorer yesterday with 18. Some nights it's Fauntleroy, sometimes it's Rembert. Like, the thing with them that in my opinion is going to make them hard to beat in March is they get it from someone every night. And they keep winning.
Hurt reminds me of
this guy.
Herb reminds you of Klay Thompson.
Herb reminds me of his mother.
All right. What were we going to say, Chandler?
I was going to say Hurt reminds me of Sania Johnson when East Carolina went on that run. Yeah, kind of like your mother.
What a segment. What a segment.
Temple comes to town for men's action on Saturday.
Yep.
What do you think there?
Yeah, it's look, this Pirate team, I didn't have them going to FAU and winning, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And they are sneaky. Like, they have 2 games left against UTSA. They have another. They played Tulane one more time, I believe. So it's not out of the realm of possibility to climb out of the bottom 3. You have to win both those UTSA games.
Yeah.
If you can get to 4 in the league, you at least have a chance. And then I still think you got to pull one more upset, because let's be honest, they'll probably be dogs against everyone in the league except UTSA. They play the rest of the year. So we'll see. Temple, it goes back and forth with them. Pirates did go to Philly and beat them last year. It might have swept them last year, actually. And but they did not play well in Philly earlier this year. I think it was one of their lowest scoring halves of the season in the first 20 minutes. So they got to shoot a lot better and than they did in that game. We'll see if they can keep finding ways to win, because I don't know how they did in Boca the other night.
Yeah, like you said, I've guaranteed a sweep of UTSA long before now. Rice, you got to win that one. I think you got to win both of Charlotte and UAB, both on the road, which they've played well on the road. Like, they have played not
better
well
on the road.
It's weird.
It's crazy.
I agree.
That's true.
I'll say 6 is the magic number.
They need 6 more wins?
No, 6 total conference wins. To get out of the bottom 3, hop UTSA, bury 2 teams under them, presumably Rice, and I guess.
Well, Rice has moved up over North Texas now.
So, I think you got one more game in North Texas.
All right.
Could be wrong, but
the path to go dancing in the conference tournament.
I told you, this is a tournament thing. American Conference Tournament.
Zach, how would you feel about a Mr. Beast funded East Carolina athletics?
It'd be absolutely fascinating from a coverage standpoint. Yeah. So as a media member, I would love it. I think it would certainly bring loads of attention to East Carolina from people who don't normally pay attention to
Some
the Pirates.
positive and certainly some negative.
Yeah, that would go in both directions.
Just the thought of it is getting on SportsCenter's Instagram. I don't know. I haven't watched SportsCenter. Maybe they're talking about it on there, but it's already getting attention now just by him posting on his Instagram saying, "Should I do this?"
Yes. One big positive for me is that it got Jeff Traylor's panties in a wad. He's upset about it.
Apparently, we're copying them. I didn't get that. What was he talking about?
He said they're going to sell out their arena and do their own Mr. Beast thing, right? That's what he was saying.
The way I perceived it was maybe we should take their idea and just sell out our athletic department, make it a reality TV show on Prime or wherever.
It wasn't a big deal.
I have an idea. Sounds like East Carolina's going to copy it. That's verbatim.
And it's a joke. He's joking.
And if anyone wants to claim the idea, by the way, it would be Trey Lamb in Tulsa, who literally did that with the Portal House. Yeah, and they if you want to say someone did it first, it's Trey Lamb in Tulsa football because they actually did that,
which is great.
I think it's a great idea for content, and certainly, it attracts way more eyeballs to this athletic department. And you get a billionaire in. Just ask Texas Tech fans how last football season went for them. You want college game day to come? You want to be a ranked team? It'll happen pretty quickly with money.
I think the next. I wish we could do it here locally, but next time there's a big college football coaching search, they should put guys in a house and make it a TV show.
And Blake Carroll is pretty open to those ideas.
And do Survivor type event, Big Brother.
Oh.
That kind of stuff.
All right. If it's Big Brother, can we put it on Channel 9?
Sure.
Oh, Survivor's channel. Yeah.
Dan Mullen. The tribe spoke.
There we go.
I think it'd be great.
Pirates have 2 conference wins. I'm saying 6. I think they need 4 more, including 2 over UTSA.
So, UTSA, Rice, and then 1 of Charlotte or UAB.
I think you only need 1 of those.
One of
which is what
Charlotte or UAB.
I agree. Yep.
Y'all are both saying y'all are copying each other's idea like Jeff Traylor.
There you go.
All right, Zach. Good luck.
Clip. I felt like Seattle was going to win all week, and then I woke up today. I'm going to look straight in the camera for this. 27-23, New England wins Super Bowl 60.
Wow.
Mic drop. Drake May MVP.
Drake May.
I'll be smoking
Super Bowl
a cigar.
MVP?
Super Bowl MVP, not regular season.
Yeah, I need Stafford.
Stafford will win it tonight. That's fine. The regular season MVP never wins Super Bowl MVP.
Well, I just have no money in my DraftKings, so I need Stafford to win MVP.
Oh, yeah?
Bet on the Super Bowl.
That would hit for you?
Yeah.
I think I'll get your wish.
All right. See you, Zach.
Segment's done and dusted, Clip.
We'll take a break, come back, more to go. Pirate Radio Live. Dog of the Day coming up. We'll talk Super Bowl 60 after this timeout.
Beauty Bar MediSpa specializes in non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals are dedicated to offering personalized solutions. Allow us to introduce you to the Toro, an inclusive skin revitalizing laser treating hyperpigmentation as well as tattoo removal, and the detoxifying carbon laser facial, perfect for acne-prone skin, with 10% off our hydrofacial services. Not sure where to start? We offer free consultations giving you the opportunity to ask questions and create a personalized plan just for you. Call Beauty Bar MediSpa today or book online at beautybarmedispa.com. 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina, where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates! Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
Bart with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Chat gang, future Hall of Famer Steve Hill dropped off some Celsius.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it for keeping the
green apple cherry,
the crew energized.
Much needed for me, at least.
They'll pick me up.
We'll pick me up
on a Thursday. All right. Hey, how about a pick me up tonight, John, in Aden?
Yes,
you know
sir.
a place where we can go?
Absolutely. The Doghouse Tavern. They're going to have trivia night tonight, hosted by Brittany, and the theme is Cupid's Mix and Name That Tune, which I kind of want to play that game. Seems very fun, but that's happening tonight at Doghouse Tavern. Free pool until 6 every Thursday. Free pool from 1 to 6. So if you didn't make it today, go next week. But you got Fireball, $4, liquid marijuana, $6. So great deals happening, great fun happening at the Doghouse Tavern. And then coming up on Sunday for Super Bowl, it is going to be Super Bowl Sunday at the Doghouse Tavern. They're going to have live music by Gary Brady from 3 to 6 p.m. The game starts at 6:30, and it's going to be on all TVs and on their projector screen. They'll have Super Bowl snacks. They're having a chili cook-off, just like Ron Ayers Motorsports. So a chili cook-off happening with cash prizes for first, second, and third place. Drink specials, door prizes, all happening at the Doghouse Tavern. Lots of fun all weekend long.
All right.
Everything good?
Time for our Dug of the Day.
Dog of the day.
Great week last week, boys, because not only did we all three win, I put it in a parlay.
Yeah.
We had our Hornets Dog of the Day
Hornets,
parlay.
Hornets. Feels like forever ago.
And boy, that was sweet. All right, my pick. Kind of a simp pick, but it's plus money. This has happened, including the playoffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times.
10?
10 times.
Man.
This season, and you're getting it for plus money. It is Jackson Smith and Jigba, 100 yards receiving. Simple, to the point.
Speaking of Doghouse Tavern, he is a dog himself.
He is a dog.
He's a dog.
And you can get this for plus money. So, again, more times than not, he is getting 100 yards. You'll hear Jeff Nadu talk about him in a moment. I've said it all along. I just love how much they target this guy. Look at the targets, double-digit targets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And a bunch of 9s in there as well, and 8s. So he gets the rock. He will get his opportunities. And hit one big play, long catches, 42.
I was going to
63, 43, 61, 53, a bunch in the 40s. So he can get it on 3 or 4 catches, but he's more likely to have 7 or 8 catches.
It seems like all his catches are at least 25 plus, and he's a big play guy. And he does a lot of it, I feel like, after the catch. He's very shifty and gets yards, the yak. So I could see him getting at least maybe 120. So, but I like that pick.
Averaging 105 yards per game.
Man.
All right, what you got?
I'm going to go. Me and Mark actually talked about this yesterday. Mark and I, excuse me.
Hi, and Mark.
And in our sales den, in our sales office.
Oh, you call it a den?
A den.
Man.
And beware. Come on in if you want to. Come on into the den if you want. But
you're inviting us and then saying beware. I don't know how to feel about that.
Because I'm going to sell you some advertising.
Oh, you're going to lose a little money when you come in here, buddy.
But no, we're going to
gain it in the long run.
I was about to say, hold on just a second.
Hey, it takes money to make money.
Exactly.
All right, what's your pick?
But my pick is I'm going over 2.5 passers in the game. I'm going over 2.5 passers. I thought about the Philly. I thought about some other trick plays that we've seen in some big-time games, especially the Super Bowl. And I've heard Mark said he got it at plus 700. I saw
he crazy.
I saw that it was plus 160. So I was like, where are you getting that, Mark? But then he was like, I said, what are you working? And I said,
what you working on?
Yeah, and he has seen. This is Mark. This is
his eyeballs
saying that he saw somewhere that they're working with Cooper Kupp. Maybe a package for him.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
So I am going at least 3 passers in the game. Plus 160.
I have no reasoning for this. I just wanted to take a novelty pick, and it's plus 2,200. So I'm going for a kickoff to be returned for a touchdown. Rashid Shaheed or Rashid?
All right, Zach Kaplan.
Rashid Shaheed.
I think it's Rashid
Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed.
That's how I'm going to go.
Number 22 for the Seattle Seahawks. He returned one against San Francisco. First kick of the game.
Yep.
First thing that happened in that game was him returning a kick for a touchdown. Last team to do it was Seattle. You told me earlier.
Percy Harvey.
I'm just going with it, man. I like this bet a lot.
Did you say how much it is?
Plus 2,200.
Plus 2,200.
I said that was before I even said what the bet was. I said plus 22.
All right, I didn't say you didn't say it. I'm saying it's a good number, bro. Calm down.
It's a good number. It's good. That's good juice.
Everybody calm down. What's he working on?
People want Mike Schwartz to give you something to show up to a game?
Give me that.
Bet.
What you got?
Say less. Here, this just came out from ECU basketball.
Just in.
Students, 12 o'clock Saturday, right here in Minges. We need it rocking. Nationally televised game versus Temple, one of the top teams in the conference. We got to have you in here creating an electric atmosphere. But you know what place is always rocking? It's Sup Dogs. And that's why I have teamed up with Sup Dogs to get you guys $10,000 worth of gift cards. First 500 students through the door get a $20 gift card on Saturday for you guys to enjoy anytime you want at the best place in Greenville. Let's get this place going Saturday. Thank you to Sup Dogs. Thank you to Brett for making this happen. Go Pirates.
Students would like to see you here. Thanks for Brent and Subdogs for making this happen. Go Pirates. And come get y'all gift cards.
Little Jordan Riley.
Go
cameo.
Pirates.
Kind of looks like the behind the green screen.
You can go to Sup Dogs, get you a Sup Crush, 21 and over. 21 and over.
Shout out to Brett for continuing to do all he can to help ECU athletics, and a great deal for the students for Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a good turnout for the hats. I saw a picture of the lower bowl, so hopefully
A lot of
happens on
that
Saturday.
was student athlete honor roll. And then once they got honored, they dipped, and it looked bare.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Chandler, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Dog of the day, Jackson Smith and Jigba, 100+ yards, plus 110.
A kickoff.
We do this every week. What do you?
Plus 2,200.
Say it again. All right.
Kickoff to be returned for a
No,
touchdown,
take
plus
two.
2,200.
Take two. Every week. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 100+ yards receiving, plus 110.
Kickoff to be returned for a touchdown, plus 2,200.
Over 2.5 passers, plus 160.
Our Doghouse Tavern dogs of the day.
Thank you, everybody at the Doghouse Tavern. Mike, Brittany, Jess, all those people over there. Go out this weekend, enjoy some live music, enjoy some trivia tonight at the Doghouse Tavern.
You say you wanted to play Name That Tune?
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
March Madness theme.
Correct.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
All right, you ready for another one?
Let's do it.
Bum, bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum. Dun, dun, da, 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 da.
Sunday night NFL.
Correct.
On NBC. That's home of the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl's happening right here on Pirate Radio.
That is also correct. Coverage beginning at noon? Noon o'clock?
Noon o'clock.
A lot of pregame for Super Bowl 60 right here on Pirate Radio. Let's take a break. When we return, Bobo is in the house. We'll get his take on Super Bowl 60 and talk about the Pitt County Girls Softball League as well. Bo Bats joins us after this timeout.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We offer service specials and coupons, monthly deals to help you save. We also offer our customers pickup and drop-off services, convenient scheduling for your busy life. We'll help you get the service you need with your busy schedule.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Got Jeff Nadu coming up later this hour. Talk college hoops. Is there a front runner in the American? Spoiler alert, no, there is not. But he'll talk about that. And also Super Bowl 60 coming up on Pirate Radio this Sunday. Right now, we welcome in Bo Batts, one of our favorite guests, rolling in here on a Thursday. Bobo, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, guys. It's good to be back.
Jared, you did a Norm Macdonald joke earlier. I'll do kind of a Rodney Dangerfield style.
Yeah.
Bo Batts is so old. Can you hear me? How old is he?
How old?
He remembers when the Redskins and Raiders were respectable NFL franchises.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'll tell you how old I am. I've watched every Super Bowl.
You watched Marcus Allen and the Raiders beat the Redskins.
Look, man,
you watched every Super Bowl?
I watched every one of them.
Damn,
yeah.
Bo.
Yeah, I'm old.
I didn't even know they televised the. I'm kind of being honest here. Super Bowl 1.
It was Morse code.
Bart Starr scored.
I don't think they were live.
No, it was 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool though. Bo Batts going to be watching another one coming up on Sunday. We'll get your Super Bowl pick. We'll talk ECU athletics with you, but first, Pitt County Girls Softball League cranking up for another year, and Bo Batts still rocking and rolling with them.
34 years.
That's awesome, man. That is a lot of service, and I know people. We joke with you, Bo, because you joke with us, but. Just an awesome job year after year with the Pitt County Girls Softball League. And what do we need to know heading into the 2026 season?
Well, luckily, we've had another great turnout this year, 285 young ladies between 4 and 12 years old, 26 teams with all the sponsors accounted for. And so what I'm here today to talk about is a couple things that'll be starting. Like we will have a fall fundraiser starting in March. Maybe April. And what we do there is we sell raffle tickets, $2 raffle tickets, and the goal is always to raise anywhere from $60,000 to $65,000 on that. That's about a fifth of our total funds that we need for the year. And so when you get approached by these cute young girls, and please, reach out and help. I've been very blessed to have had a lot of great support over a lot of years. I think a lot of people would like for me to retire, just from a standpoint of not hitting them up all the time. But no, it's amazing. Probably 80% of the people that still support the league and me is because of a 30-plus year relationship.
And I'm sure you see new faces each and every year, but I talked to Larry Williford yesterday and asked him how many brothers and uncles and cousins he has coached throughout the years. I was kind of being nice because he said, man, I've coached 3 guys, fathers that are on the team now. And but Bo, Winterville, very family environment, community, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of families go through the program.
Oh, Lord, man, it's amazing how many of these young ladies that I coached now have their daughters out there. And I'm especially happy when these young ladies that I coached or came along after when I stopped coaching, they're out there coaching teams now. Because I love, the more women we can get involved with a women's softball league is great, and it's just really makes me happy that we are getting that kind of participation. Those young ladies are giving back.
I had Anna Sawyer on the show last week. Did she play?
Oh,
Do she did. That's pretty
Anna
cool.
Was one of our really top-notch players.
Yeah.
Her mother, when she owned a business here in town, supported us for years and years. And that's what's really neat about the whole process. Like you said, the family organism that it just keeps coming back and paying dividends.
Speaking of family, Alex says Bo's granddaughters say hi, Granddaddy, watching live from Tiebreakers. Hey, you're on YouTube, Bo. You're popular now. In fact, didn't they say Mr. Bats is getting involved with ECU Athletics?
Yeah, $1 billion, I think.
Bo, is that you?
Yeah, minus about 8 zeros. Yeah, I'm right there.
$10.
So you get involved with Pitt County Girls Softball. Again, Bo, if people just, want to donate, you're good on, man, that's awesome that you're good on rosters, teams, and team sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if people want to do more, where do they?
Look, man, I would love to sell more fence signs. We've got a lot of new businesses here in town. Or if your daughter is just getting involved with the league, please reach out to me. Either at my cell number is 252-714-5485. My email address is the infamous bobobats@gmail.com. Be glad to sit down with you. We have acquired a few new sponsors because, actually you can believe after 33, 34 years, some of the businesses have sold and some of the people that have supported us so long have retired. So we're starting to get into a little bit of that and would love to. Hey, there's a lot of fence out there. And if I run out of fence, I'll put up more fence. So
happy to hear about the numbers, though, Bo, because, it's different generations, and you wonder if I always wonder, will there be numbers for football? I ask the coaches every summer, how are the numbers? Do you have guys coming out? And it sounds like kids these days still want to get outside, play sports, and sounds like there's a lot of girls that want to play softball in Eastern North Carolina, so that's a good thing.
Well, we start them off so young that they can. It's a very low pressure at start when you get out there and when you're 4 or 5 years old, but we do teach in that age group. It's not just go out there and stand around and kick holes in the dirt. It's a very innovative schedule that the board has come up with, where the season is divided into thirds, and every third becomes more involved, and then they actually play games in the last part of the season. This is for the youngest age group, and then have a tournament afterwards. So it helps kind of get especially the 6-year-olds that are moving up into the 8 and under group.
I remember Coach pitch Pee Wee baseball when I was 5 or 6 out of the corner by A.G. Cox out there. When you first started with this, did you go? Was it 4, or did that come later?
No,
what was the first age?
We used to be a 9 through 18-year-old league.
Okay, yeah, and man, it's expanded.
Yeah, it's just you lost off the top end because travel ball.
Yeah,
gets the kids so involved at such early ages now that they tend to lose interest or burn out. And so 12 is our oldest age group now, and with 4, with the 6 and under being the youngest. But yeah, I can remember I kicked my kids and my bonus daughters out at 19 years old. And they were kicking and screaming and wanting to know what else we could do. And now we're just blessed. We're trying to get the 14s back up and going, because we do get requests, but then there's never enough sign-ups to be able to get at least one or two teams, because we could do some innovative scheduling and go find some other leagues to play against and stuff. But the biggest thing is just, they just and then it becomes like, it's an inverted, it's a triangle anyway, because you start off big on the bottom and then just taper off as you go to the top. So we'd love to have that top a little bit taller now.
Right.
So
what has the World Series being here, and I guess the league transformed into a different kind of organization?
Yeah, we went from Babe Ruth to Little League about 5-6 years ago.
What has that done for the league?
I think it's helped us maintain and even probably improve some numbers. The World Series is a huge event in terms of the publicity and the notoriety that it brings back to Winterville and Pitt County and Greenville. And from what I understand, just reading the other day, they're going to even expand the TV coverage this year.
Nice.
But the key to the on-site attendance here is whether we get a team in there, and we've been blessed that the last 3 years we've done that. And who knows? It's a tough road. There's no guarantee that just because we are the host organization that we're going to get a team. You got to either win a state tournament, which is what our girls did last year, or if you don't win the state, then you have to go win a regional down in Georgia to get in. But
North Carolina gets a team in, but you have to earn it.
Exactly.
And there could be, and there has been, 2 North Carolina teams.
But there's no guarantee that North Carolina will get a team.
No guarantee.
No.
Okay. I did not know that.
But what it is that Little League softball in North Carolina is so strong here and also out in the western part of the state, like the Salisbury area and that kind of stuff. Those people, they produce a really good program out there. So that's always I think it's Rowan County is always the rival that we have to beat either at the state, or if they beat us, then we got to go down and beat some teams down out of Georgia to get back here. So,
Bo Batts joining us. We'll circle back to softball here at the end. A couple of ECU questions for you, Bo. You've seen all the Super Bowls. That means you've seen a lot of ECU basketball over the years. and
I thought we were having a good conversation.
You still hadn't been able to fix that, Bo. But they've won 2 out of 3.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you something. I think Mike Schwartz is a fantastic coach. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country. I've said this for 50 or 60 years. I think this is one of the toughest places to recruit to in the United States. And I get people argue and all this kind of stuff. Well, this whole college sports is nothing but it's just minor league now.
Yeah.
It's paid sports, and whoever's got the most money buys the best players. And you don't have to be the best coach, because Mike Schwartz can coach with anybody. But how's he supposed to compete with somebody who's got $10 million to give away? You can't buy shooters, unless you got money, you're not going to get guys. And that's what's killing us right now. We don't have a consistent 3-point shooting team, and we didn't bring anybody in this year to change that.
Yeah.
Thank God that you still got Riley.
Jordan Riley is carrying him on his shoulders.
And the big guy from Geo.
Yeah, he's been good.
Those guys, but if you watch them, they play hard.
Yeah. And Schwartz coaches hard. And I know he's busting his tail every minute.
And so people just need to realize this, last year was a great year. But, hey, he lost his 2 best players.
Yeah, and they're going to lose more this year. I mean, every year now, Bo. I hate one of my favorite teams in the country is Houston, because I know 4 of their players from last year, which is almost crazy. Like, hey, I recognize those guys, but you're just not going to see that anymore.
No. I mean, I'm a big Duke fan. I'll tell you that. But Duke has to rebuild every year.
Yeah.
And but you don't do that without general managers and big pocketbooks.
You're right. It is.
You don't get these kids like there is no. It's just a different ball game.
I don't even know if
even worse.
I don't know if I'd call it minor league with all the money involved. It is pro sports at this point.
I saw where the guy turned pro. He had a chance to stay, and is taking a pay cut to go get drafted.
Yeah.
Well, now you got guys.
The Alabama coach, Alabama quarterback.
Ty Simpson. Now you got guys like going to the NBA, getting drafted, spending a few years there, failing, and going back to college.
And coaches, you had was it the Bama coach, or I can't remember who it was, who was kind of chastising another team for doing that, and then took one himself.
Yeah, it was probably Alabama, because Baylor was the first one to do it, and then Alabama did it.
It's easy to point the finger, but then if you turn around and do it yourself.
And the Golden guy, Todd Golden, he's been all over this thing talking about it's not right and everything else. But then he made a comment the other day. He said, "But we don't care. We're going to beat them anyway." And they beat them by 23.
Well, that's one way to do it right there.
I mean, it's but I hate it. I think they've ruined college sports.
And I mean, now all the old guys, they're out of there. Tom Izzo, he was pissed off before the season even started because I think Louisville was talking to one of his players.
Yeah.
And then he sees the guys coming back to college, and he's like, how is this like, what are we doing?
Definitely not the same, but I still do enjoy the games.
Look what Will Wade's done automatically at State. I mean, this, he got rid of all the players that were there before except 2 or 3.
Brought in a new batch.
And I mean, good Lord, I watched them last night beat SMU in a great game.
What do you think about Carolina Duke this weekend?
Unfortunately, I think Carolina's going to wind up winning it just because Duke scares me. Great inside game, terrible outside game. There's just not consistent shooting threes. Carolina's a lot better shooting threes, and you got those 2 guys that are going to give you 45 points in the number 8 and Visar.
I don't think I've watched a Duke game this year, and I watched Carolina-Syracuse the other night, and that was about the first Carolina. They about blew a 30-point lead.
Only Carolina game I've watched is when they played ECU, so I think they're the best team in the country. Honestly,
they're good and they're getting better. But I'm gonna tell you what, I don't think Hubert is any better coach than Mike Schwartz.
Yeah. Hey, give us their players and see what our record is.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. Is that you fire people because they don't get results. Well, you're not. It's not apples and apples.
Yeah.
It's in Chapel Hill, right? That game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take Carolina.
And football wise, we're doing the winter workouts. I know you're a Blake Harrell fan.
Oh God, yeah.
We got to do what we can to keep
Blake.
him. Yeah. But what a great man he is. And baseball starting up next week. ECU softball starts tomorrow, Bo. We had Shane Winkler and Anna Sarah Stone on. But baseball next week, that's always a fun time of the year. And high hopes for this ECU baseball team, Bo.
Oh, you know what? To me, he always produces. Shane's doing a great job with the women's program.
Yeah.
They're going to be better this year. They brought in a lot of pitching. I listen to you guys every day, so when you do the interviews and follow up with these people, that I think all in all our programs are on the up. Even with people, and Kim's my neighbor.
Oh yeah,
and I call her the coach. She's the female Coach K, and so I'm always following up with her and just telling. She amazes me. 10 new players, 17-7. That's
8-2 in conference play.
Yeah, and most of her losses were early when this team was just kind of finding itself.
Yeah.
Well, everybody claims to be Kim McNeil's neighbor. Coach Mack said that he was. You had Mac, Bo, and Kim all in the same.
I lived closer though, so I'm a closer neighbor. And now he's moved to what, Richmond or somewhere like that.
I want to hear the Bo and Mac show. I want to hear y'all talk about whatever.
Well, we'd be sponsored by Metamucil or something.
All right. Any other topics to hit with Bo? Super Bowl. Yeah. Who are you picking, Bo?
That's a tough one. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to come right down to the end. I think Seattle's got a little bit better defense. Depends on Drake May. He's been dealing with a shoulder injury. And he's played some good. I heard Stephen A. Smith arguing with Mina Kimes this morning about it.
He was on top of things.
And he's sitting there saying she was saying that she thought that May ought to win the MVP for the season, and then they all came out with all these results saying he didn't play the defenses that Stafford did, and for Stafford to be doing this at what, 37 years old?
I believe
38.
So. Yeah.
I mean,
they didn't even know if he was going to play this year. He had spine issues.
Yeah, that's incredible. The man's incredible. But I'm gonna say Seattle by 2 or 3, maybe 4.
All right. Bo Batts joining us today. We'll circle back, Bo, once again. What's your message to folks when it comes to the Pitt County Girls Softball League?
Hey, like you said, Clip, anything that you want to do to help the girls out is wonderful and greatly appreciated. Right now, my big emphasis is trying to sell as many fence signs, and that's a very reasonable way to get on the support list out there, and and to be seen pretty much year round, because we play just about 10 months out of the year now. So you know, your money that you're spending gets real cheap on a daily basis. And so, you know, contact me at the numbers that I talked about before, or the email, and I'll get back right in touch with you. And hopefully we can work some things out. I've picked up some new ones already this year, but need more because of the fact that, you know, we have had some aging out of some of our longtime sponsors. And but it's amazing that I'm still here. And I think out of all that time, I wasn't here the very first year, and since then I've only missed 1 year out of the last 30,
you were like
years.
A boxer that does one of those fake retirements and comes back for another fight. And you're still getting your punches in. How do people get these cards, Bo? At $5, and I go to this unsponsored location 2 times a week, and I get my $5 worth in about 2 or 3 trips.
Yeah.
So, but how do people get these cards?
Just contact me. I've still got some left over from last year. They're good till the end of what are they good till? What's
till October?
October.
So you got a long
Yeah. So, you know, contact me. I still get some calls about those, but I always have them with me, and I'm glad to get them to people.
Bo, thanks for joining us, man. Anytime you want to come on, let me know.
You always help, and I always get good response after being on here, so I surely do appreciate it.
Glad to hear that. Thank you, Bo. Bo Batts joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break. Jeff Nadu joins us. We'll talk some college hoops and a Super Bowl 60 after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hey Pirate friends, this is Rhonda from Russell's in downtown Washington, inviting you to join us right now for our big winter clearance sale. Christmas exchanges are complete, and the winter clearance sale features all ladies merchandise 50% off and men's winter merchandise 40% off. The selection is fantastic from name brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and more. The deals are great and the customer service is even better. So come see us at Russell's in downtown Washington on Main Street for great savings.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make a Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
Celebrate Mardi Gras now through February 15th at Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great New Orleans flavor like Cajun fried shrimp, po' boys, jambalaya, pizza muffaletta, and fried cheesecake. Come by today and every day until February 15th for Mardi Gras food and fun at Basil's. And if you want to order off the regular menu too, that is always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Talk to former ECU defensive coordinator Greg Hudson at 5 o'clock. Former East Carolina cornerbacks coach Steve Ellis at around 5:20, who is now the co-defensive coordinator for the Louisville Cardinals. So a big hour 3 on tap, but right now we'll wrap up hour 2 with Jeff Nadu, who joins us on the Turner Home Team live line to talk college hoops and Super Bowl 60. Nadu, how you doing, man?
What's up, Cliff? How are you?
Hey, doing good. Here locally, Pirates have won 2 out of 3. Didn't think I'd be able to say that this year. They got a rematch with the Temple Owls coming up this weekend, and I'm going to stick with Jeff, and the answer may be the same every week, but just kind of an update on where we are in the American. I looked at a bracketology. It's been a few days now, but it had Tulsa as a 12 seed coming out of the American. Jared, you said, who did you see?
South Florida.
South Florida. I think you said USF, Jeff. You like them a little bit more than everybody else at this moment. Is that still your answer this week when you look at the American overall?
Yeah, I would say overall, I'm not a big fan of this conference overall. I mean, I don't bet it much. I would still probably say South Florida just because they do have the win over Tulsa. But look, I mean, I don't put a lot of credence into mid-year wins just because at the end of the day, all that really matters is the AAC tournament. I would say to me it's South Florida or Tulsa. They obviously play on Sunday, another big game there. Tulsa's going to have to go on the road this time. But yeah, I would say those two. I think they're better than pretty much everybody else by a pretty wide margin.
Jeff, some interesting games last night. I was thinking about, a team of the week, and I could throw Illinois in there, Miami of Ohio, still undefeated. But how about on the other side of that, you had Gonzaga losing at Portland, kind of scratched my head at that one, and BYU losing on the road to Oklahoma State. A couple of surprising results last night. What have been the biggest takeaways for you this week in college basketball? Any pretenders or contenders in your mind?
Yeah, I would say Illinois has been pretty impressive. Obviously won last night by 40. They should be able to beat Northwestern by margin. But you look at the fact that over the last few weeks they've beaten Purdue on the road. They went on the road and won at Nebraska. I think you can make a strong case that this is the third or fourth best team in the country. I would maybe put them a little higher than fifth. To me, the 3 best teams in the country right now are Arizona, Connecticut, and Illinois. I think Duke's right there as well. But these are all very good teams. Gonzaga, I mean, they seemingly have a game like this every year where they'll lose in conference. Keep in mind, they hadn't lost since Thanksgiving. They're going to have a bad game or two. I don't love their guard play. I think it's decent. I don't think it's great. Braden Huff didn't play last night. He's been out for a while, which hurts. They got to get everybody healthy. They've got to get better guard play. You should never lose, though, as a 20-plus point favorite. Michigan State's hit the skids, as you mentioned. I think you mentioned BYU. All these teams, BYU, Gonzaga, I feel like there may be one or two games in the tournament, and that's about it. There's not a lot of great teams. I will also point out Kansas has looked very good. I took out a future on them back around Christmas. Didn't really feel great about it, and they've all, obviously won 6 in a row. They've got some great wins there. I think they're one of the teams really surging. If they can stay healthy and Darren Peterson can stay on the court, they're really good, starting 5.
Jeff Nadu joining us, Turner Home Team Lifeline. Jeff, traditional ACC fans are probably enjoying this basketball season. Of course, you got Duke at the top, undefeated, and it'll be Duke Carolina coming up this weekend. Clemson's 9-1, Virginia's 8-2, but joining Duke and North Carolina in that top 5 is NC State, 17-6 overall, but 8-2 in conference play. Got a big midweek win on the road at SMU. So Will Wade's Wolfpack getting better as the year goes along. Duke clearly the front runner there. Any thoughts on Duke Carolina this weekend, Jeff, and any kind of general thoughts on the Atlantic Coast Conference?
Yeah, I'm pretty hype about the Duke Carolina game. It's always a good game, mostly. Carolina's won 4 in a row. Defensively, they've looked a little bit better, which they needed to. They're fully healthy also. I got to tell you, they had a pretty unbelievable collapse season. They were up 32 at one point in the second half, about 10 minutes to go, and didn't cover 11. That's pretty brutal. I notice every year they play twice generally. There's usually a close game and there's usually a blowout. We'll have to kind of see where it goes. Last year there was one where Duke won by 17. They actually won both games last year and then beat them in the ACC tournament. This wasn't a great Carolina team last year. I don't know if it has the luster that it once did, but you have a good game tomorrow, by the way, with Connecticut St. John's. That's the St. John's team playing well. But to go back to the ACC, I still like Virginia. I still think to them they have very few flaws to me. They're going to have your bad game occasionally, but I really like Virginia. They're good on offense. They're good on defense. They rebound the ball well. They don't turn it over. They're, to me, I think, the second best team in this conference.
Jeff Nadu joining us again Thursday, not a traditionally strong night for college basketball. A lot of smaller conferences in action. You got some Big 10, some Big 12 play coming up, Memphis, UAB, and the American. Anything you're looking at on tonight's card, Jeff?
Yeah, it's not a great one. I'll point out one. I played pretty small. I didn't love a ton on this card tonight. Denver, the Pioneers are 19-2 to the over. They are the best over team in the country by a wide margin. They've won over in 90% of their games this season. The next closest is 78%. They've been an over machine out in the Summit League. Tonight they play North Dakota State, who's actually the best defensive team in this conference. That said, I still think they're good for probably 75 to get this game over the total. First game went over. Total's only 157 here. I just kind of bet this game. I've been betting a lot of Denver overs. They've been a great over team, but it's not a great card here tonight. Memphis UAB, total coin flip in this conference in the AAC. I don't have much here on the card tonight. It's not a great one.
Well, let's talk Super Bowl, Jeff. And we'll get into some props, but as far as the line and the total goes, do you have a pick in this game?
Clip, I've kind of banged on teasers the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Making money betting teasers, kind of messing with lines and stuff. I think this is another great teaser spot. I hate to say it. I mean, we know how sharp these NFL lines are. I think this game's within double digits. I don't think the Patriots will win. But if I can get the Patriots up to plus 10.5 and a 6-point teaser, I cover that 10-point number. I also look at this game, and I hate to be kind of vague, but I mean, I just don't see this game played in the 30s or high 20s. I think this is more of like a 24-21, 27-21, if at most. I could see it being a first to 24 wins. I think taking this game up to 51.5 and taking the under, you cover yourself on a 27-24 there. I don't see a 31-27, 34-24. I don't see that. I think when you look at both these defenses, obviously the Seahawks find themselves as one of the best defenses in the league. I'll bank on the fact the Patriots, I didn't think they looked overly good in either game against a great defense. Now you got to play another really good one. The only difference here is you got to play Sam Darnold. Look, I think the Patriots have the better offense, surely. I'm just going to kind of bank on just numbers, getting good numbers here, taking it up to 10.5, and taking the under up to 51.5. I think it's a tough game side-wise. I had it at 4. I had total 45, so there's not much wiggle room here as far as anything. So to me, I'll manipulate it and take it up a little bit. I think we're pretty good on that teaser. I don't see it being 31-17. I just don't.
All right, Jeff Nadu joining us. We got our dog of the day here on Thursday, and I'm going to go. My pick was Jackson Smith and Jigba, 100-plus yards receiving. It's at plus 110. Chandler going with the traditional total players to have a pass attempt over 2.5. Plus 160, says there'll be a trick play. And Jared, I just saw yours. Kickoff return for a touchdown, plus 2,200. Do you know who the last player to have a kick return? I know this because I hosted trivia last night and looked it up. It was a Seahawk.
Really? Okay.
And it was Percy Harvin.
Gotcha. I was going to say Devin Hester. I didn't know if it had happened since then.
It has happened since then. Yeah, because for the Ravens, Jacoby Jones had one as well. So Jeff, what's your favorite prop or two that you're looking at for Super Bowl 60?
I will say I have always told you, Clip. I think to win in props, particularly in Super Bowls, drafts, things of that nature, you've got to lay numbers a lot of the time. That's just how it works. Though I've always told you you're going to have to lay a big price. I actually grabbed, will there be a successful fourth down conversion? Plus 360, no. Seattle doesn't go for it at all. In fact, they're dead last in the NFL in fourth downs per game, and they're actually, it's not even close. They're dead last by a wide margin. New England, they don't convert a lot of fourth downs either. I could absolutely see a situation where we just don't see a lot of them. You look at conversions per game, both these teams not great. It's kind of out of the beaten path, but I think it's always one of those things where you kind of just lay a number and assume there'll be a fourth down. Teams will go for it a ton, but
I'm just imagining watching with Nadu and him standing up cheering every time the punter or field goal kicker runs out there.
Yeah, I think it's a low-scoring game, too. We see a lot of punts. I will point out, I did a little foreshadowing on this game, and I assumed Seattle would be there. You just look at the amount of touches Jackson Smith and Jigba gets. I mean, he's seemingly, at times, the only receiver they have. I mean, how many times has he put up huge numbers? He's the best receiver in the NFL, 1,800 yards this year. We've seen him just target after target. He's had, over the last 5 games, 3 double-digit target games. I took him to win the MVP a couple of weeks ago at 11-1. I'm pretty happy with that. I think he could have a pretty big game here. I haven't gotten too deep in props yet. I'll have an anytime touchdown. I'll probably just be pretty simple and go with Kenneth Walker. Maybe take a shot with any player to score 2 or more touchdowns. I think Walker could have 2. He's had some big games too. I still got to get into it, but the one to have more than 2.5 players to throw a pass, that's always a good one.
Jeff, do you ever, I took the kickoff return plus 2,200. Do you ever just take a bet to have fun, or is it just really like, hey, this is what I think, this is what I'm betting?
Nah, listen, I'm going to be as nice as possible with this response. I've been gambling since I was a child. I was gambling before you were born, probably. I was 8, 9 years old betting on Super Bowl props and that sort of thing. So Yeah, I don't bet for fun anymore. I bet to win. I'm pretty strong with how I map these things all out. I have them all written down. I think, and to teach anybody out there that is wanting to bet and be more serious about it, you have to get fun out of it. It's not fun. You're betting your own money that you work hard for, that you've saved. To me, I think it's important. I'll have fun gardening or whatever I do. Not to say I garden, but or go surfing or whatever it is I do. I when I'm dealing with money, I try to be fair. I don't do that. I understand why people do it. I would maybe probably look at a big number for sure if I'm going to do that.
Well, Jared, as a miserable guy that doesn't like fun, you should enjoy that answer.
Yeah, I might look into gardening or surfing.
Nadu, will you be placing a bet on the Winter Olympics?
Probably. I mean, I'll probably find some avenues there. I will say one other Super Bowl prop, and again, this guy's been all over my DMs. This is random guy that's reaching out to me. So here's the fun bang on for you if you want one. He has been adamant that the Gatorade is going to be blue on both sides because it's at Levi's Stadium. They're going to have a bunch of blue jean promotions, that sort of thing. And he's been adamant about blue. We all know that if you shop and look for something clothing-wise, generally color is very important. So could there be some sort of connection there? Maybe. Winter Olympics, when do they start? Is that soon?
They are underway. I think the opening ceremonies are tomorrow, but USA Women's Hockey won today, right, Zach? Didn't USA Women's Hockey play earlier today? So, yeah, yes. They're underway right now. I've
actually always said, I love... When I was a kid, Clip, I used to... I don't know why I like this stuff, but I used to watch late night snowmobiling, snowboarding. I would never do that, but I always found snowmobiling and snowboarding to be super interesting. I like luge. I think that's pretty cool. Skiing. Nothing that I would ever do, but it's cool to watch. So,
big man on the snow, Jeff Nadu. We actually did get some snow, man. We probably look like you Northerners did.
I saw a lot of. I was watching the other night. I think it was Saturday night. I was eating dinner and I was watching the news, and they were showing Greenville.
Yeah,
they were showing the time lapse of how much it snowed. But
yeah, pretty cool. Well, they do enjoy the game, man, and hopefully all these bets come through. Appreciate you joining us, and we'll talk to you again soon, man.
Sounds good, Clip. Enjoy the game.
All right, good work, Zach, Tanner, and crew with the Jeff Nadu gardening and surfer picks during our interview, if you are watching on YouTube. But it's not fun, Jarrett. I will say this. I am on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to... Yeah. You are, at the end of the day, trying to make some money, but I like throwing out a bomb.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
Especially for the Super Bowl. Obviously, I'm going to bet the Seahawks. Obviously, I might take the under or a touchdown score. But I want to have some fun. Hey, kickoff return. Let's have something to where I'm invested the whole game. Last year was a blowout.
That is true. Yeah.
And I had that DeAndre Hopkins garbage time touchdown bet.
By the way, Jeff Nadu gave a LMAO for the photos. So well done, guys. Appreciate that. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. Big Hour 3. Coach Hud will join us. And also Steve Ellis. I think you'll enjoy my chat with Coach Ellis coming up. Also, we'll look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, see what's going on tonight. Maybe Zach, Jackson, Avery, Tanner, somebody can give me a college basketball winner for tonight. See if you like anything out there. Hornets. The streak's got to end tonight, right? At Houston, on the road.
I got my bet for you.
All right. We will see. Hurricanes also last game before the hockey break. So we'll break down tonight's action in the world of sports. Big Hour 3 on the way after this.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
This is Dr. Holt from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, let's take it back in for the start of this final hour. Here's Clip.
Back with your Pirate Radio Live. Coach Steve Ellis, the now co-defensive coordinator at Louisville, will join us coming up later on in this hour, formerly here at ECU, and we'll talk to a former defensive coordinator here with the Pirates right now on the Turner Home Team Live line. He is Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joining us, the birthday boy. Coach Hud, how you doing, man?
Running out of 50s.
Running out of 50s.
Yeah, I'm down to one last 50, and I'm going to make it 59, a new 39.
Well, Jared's got a birthday next week, and he started talking about his end days, and we brought you up, and he said, well, Hud's in shape and doing good. And what'd you say, Jared? You're killing your body.
He takes care of his body. I abuse mine.
So,
yeah.
You might outlast Rain Man, Coach Hud.
I got my reps in on abuse, so I'm in repair right now.
There we go. Greg Hudson joining us. Hud, some sad news with Lou Holtz in the news and his health, and wanted to talk about him with you a little bit today.
Yeah.
First of all, coaches, I thought about this. Coaches come in all shapes and sizes. Greg Hudson during his time at ECU looked like stunt double for Stone Cold, pretty intimidating guy. And then to his side is Coach Rick Smith, who obviously not the biggest in stature, but from what I understand could give you a tongue lash. And so, again, all shapes and sizes. Lou Holtz, one of the all-time greats in coaching, doesn't look like a football player when you look at him, but man, he could lead men, right, Hud? And how about that from the early days of getting to know Lou Holtz, and what kind of first stood out to you about Coach Holtz?
The stature thing is, you can't miss it. I mean, no matter what lens you look through. And Coach would joke that his body looks like he's got beriberi and scurvy. That's what he used to say. And, he was a presence. I mean, he was, and, the thing that I got out of Coach Holtz was a standard more than anything, and core beliefs. He really preached on that. He always mentioned, and we obviously repeated a lot of it there at East Carolina, but it was amazing how much you can accomplish in life and in the game of football with toughness and togetherness, those two things. And, I got all those attributes and philosophies from him, and have been able to see so many people go on and do those things down the road. And, Nick Saban got popular not just by winning, but by the process. Coach Holtz had the same thing, and we just called it the plan. And the plan was infallible, and it was amazing that if you followed the 7 areas of the plan, that you would win the football game. And if you lost more of those areas than you won, you'd lose the football game. And that's why we joked the plan was infallible. And that was with the process that Nick had. And then it's like listening. I can close my eyes and listen to Coach Signetti talk about everything they're doing and him rattle through his philosophies and beliefs and his process. And they're basically identical. And it's pretty powerful to see the success that you're seeing by an Indiana. And then I listened to it with, a different set of ears than a lot of people, because I've heard those things. And that's why I became such a big Hoosier fan, because I knew they had a chance to win basically by following that process and those plans. And that's one thing that I know is well battle tested and is a fact, it's a victory. And I'll carry those through my life, because it's the same process you got to leave in your own personal life, which, again, when I went through, when I took an exit off of the good life and was living bad life, it in the darkest times, it was those things I learned about the plan and the process and being tough and getting back together with the right people. And that's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And I'll be forever grateful to him and for him and the Holtz Zeros. So it's pretty powerful stuff, man.
You got a firsthand up close look at it. HUD, before I came to ECU, I went to Pitt Community College, and I had a professor day one of class read to us Lou Holtz's 10 Rules for Success. And it was not a sports class. I don't even remember what class it was, but I remember the professor, and I remember him reading those rules. And at the end of it, he said that came from Lou Holtz, and that really got my attention as a sports fan. And that's pretty cool that it's going on in classrooms that have nothing to do with football, people that don't care about football, talking about rules for success in life.
Well, the genesis of that now is, Coach worked for Woody Hayes, and he's from, he's born and raised in Ohio. And, Woody Hayes had all those philosophies back when he was coaching at Ohio State. And all those guys, Woody, you coached for Woody Hayes, Coach Holtz did, Saban did, and, it just keeps branching out. And, you look at who was under Woody Hayes, and at Miami of Ohio, you got Bo Schembechler and that cradle of coaches. That's all Woody Hayes that's still going on to this day. And Woody Hayes taught a class while he was the head coach at Ohio State. I listened to him. They have a recording, a video of him. You pull it up where he talks about empathy to the team, to the incoming freshmen. And it was part of he would do stuff with his team as he was probably practicing for his class or vice versa. But, all those things that Coach had and the successful coaches of today have are, core-based values and principles. And I got to see it on two sides of the fence. I saw it first as a player where you really didn't like him that much. And then I got to turn around 2 years later, and I got to be within the walls of the office, and I got to see the details of Coach Holtz as the head coach and the leader of a staff and as a program. And it was amazing how much you realize that these successful coaches, you'll hear stories later about how much they actually care about their players and what they still do for them after graduation. And, I heard Howie Longson talking about Belichick, how, his experience there was great and won a championship. He said, but I really didn't have a relationship with him. It was pretty, he didn't build those relationships. He says, but I still hear from Coach Belichick. Every once in a while, I'll get a text from him just asking how I'm doing and stuff like that. Those are the successful guys, and it's no mistake that if their core values are in line with their beliefs, that's exactly why they're successful.
Well, a lot of things you're saying, I think about Cliff Godwin and the ECU baseball program, and there's a reason it's so good every single year. And HUD, it's amazing the players here in Greenville that are in pro baseball now that hang out in Greenville during the off season, and we're able to talk to them. They're around the team, and just the I know you love the word culture, and Cliff says it with something behind it. He's got a culture, he's got a program, and they may not like Cliff their first year or two at ECU, but by the time they leave, they love him, and he checks in with them, and no mistake, the success he has with this program sounds a lot like Coach Holtz.
Totally, and you can physically feel the presence of that culture. When I walk into the stadium, when I walk into the baseball stadium there at ECU, me as I'm still a coach, I feel those vibes. It's a mystique, but it's right there. And I've walked into many college campuses in the last year. And I've walked in, and I mean, I get out of the car, and I'm 2 steps into the building, and I'm like, man, I just aren't feeling the mojo here, man. That exists. I mean, when I walked into, no matter what their record was, when I walked into that building at Alabama now, I'll tell you, the ghost of Bear Bryant was walking that hallway. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And it's powerful stuff. And I'm glad you get to be a part of it, man.
HUD, you mentioned playing for Coach Holtz and then coaching for Coach Holtz, and then, you got even more later in life with Skip. So what was it like, being buddies with Skip and then working for and with Skip Holtz? And how similar was he to his dad, Lou, and how much did he do his own thing, Coach HUD?
Skip was very similar. He told me one time, obviously we're pretty close. Very close. I'm not going to lie to you. I've told him this. I said, I'm the oldest in the family. I didn't have an older brother. Skip's an older brother to me.
Yeah.
And And, Skip had his father's philosophies, but he had Skip Holtz's personality. He was himself, and he got, his dad made sure that, Skip was always himself. He is always on fire. He's always on the go, and he's been ultra successful at it, like his dad. But for me to be around that, Skip told me one time, I don't have to apologize for being Lou Holtz's son. It wasn't my choice, but I believe in his philosophies, and but Skip tweaked them a little bit, just with, I guess, more so because of his personality. His pitch might have been different on it, but they worked, and he did not change any of that. I watched how he ran that pro team. He was doing the same thing, and the guys that are successful at the pro level, you go back and look at, everything's accessible now in video. The way that Vrabel's running the Patriots again, I mean, it's college football. Is he's on their ass and making them be, playing tough and being together and creating a culture, because there was never a better culture in the NFL than the one up in New England.
Greg Hudson joining us. Everybody does a Lou Holtz impression. Some are better than others. And Dan Patrick didn't do a good Lou Holtz, but we played the clip forever of him doing they put their pants on the same way we do, the pregame speech. Did he really get y'all up for Purdue just like he would Michigan or USC or whoever? Like, is that, and is that something you carried with you, throughout your coaching?
Yeah. Here's how he got you up for Purdue. He beat your ass during the week. There was not going to be any chance of a letdown. It was always, something was always on point, and, we were always overcoming a crisis. And if there wasn't a crisis, he'd create one, and he'd find something to rally around. And I swear there were times, that we didn't think we could beat Purdue or beat Navy or beat Pitt. And, but we knew that Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday back then was going to be a grind. And we were going to be prepared.
But Hud, that's hilarious hearing you say that, because you've told us about your Jedi mind tricks, and I'm like, Hud, how do you handle a big time emotional win? And you say you kicked their ass the first day of practice next week. So you really did take everything from Lou Holtz there.
Totally, yeah. I mean, don't think that we were, shaking pom poms in the meeting room Sunday after the game.
Hud's throwing cake, from what I understand.
Yeah, we'll throw a cake now. I mean, whatever it takes. I needed a crisis, so a crisis was a flying cake, and it worked. So you got to be creative in
that's awesome.
Too. And that's the other thing, Coach. He was creative. He would come up with ways to get you mentally and physically, and they worked. And you pull the clip up of Jerome Bettis talking about, what Coach Holtz did. It's maybe the greatest story of how to take somebody that's getting all the accolades of being, the next superhero at Notre Dame, and Coach Holtz basically told the team that we have someone that is not committed to this team, and blah blah blah, and then he held up the picture of Jerome Bettis on the cover of like Pro Football Weekly or whatever it was back in the day. And man, he took a beating for a couple days in practice.
Wow. The bus.
It was, we were always worried. Your head was on a swivel. If things were going really, really good,
watch out.
Man, watch out. There is a damn wrecking ball coming through at any minute, and anybody could be the victim of what is going to be needed to win on Saturday. So nobody, a coach, a player or coach, it didn't matter. There was a chance you could be involved in the tragedy, and he would use anything. Somebody could get in trouble during the week on something in the dorm or something like that, and it would just turn into how uncommitted and of a team we were by one dude's screw up. So, but what it did is it held everybody accountable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
everybody.
Appreciate you sharing all that with us, Coach Hud. Greg Hudson joining us. We're up against it. Got the Super Bowl, 2 defensive-minded head coaches in the Super Bowl with Seattle and New England. Does one team have the edge, Hud? Who do you like on Sunday?
I'm staying with the Seahawks because, as Chris Berman labeled him, I'm going with Sam Darnold Schwarzenegger all the way. And I just think, now I did see that, aren't they a 4.5-point favorite?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be, it could be a tight game, but I think they take care of the football. You know, I'm all the way with Seattle. I love the way they're playing. I really do. They're flying around, and maybe he got rich too quick. Maybe in New England with Vrabel, and maybe some of the magic will run out because prepared for that Super Bowl. I mean, you talk about the way your schedule changes and what the players have to do and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see how the head coaches have handled it all week.
Greg Hudson joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Hud, hope you had a good birthday week, and appreciate you joining us today, man, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon.
Thanks, buddy. You don't celebrate them when the candles cost more than the cake.
Later, Hutter. That's a good line. That's a pretty good one. Greg Hudson joining us today, talking about the legendary Lou Holtz. Great story time there with Coach Hud. We'll take a break. When we return, former Pirates cornerbacks coach Steve Ellis, and I talked more with Steve Ellis during this upcoming interview than we did his entire time when he was a coach at ECU. But I think you'll enjoy it. Got that on the way. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
It's bow time. We know there's a lot of breakfast sandwiches out there, but only Bojangles has the legendary Cajun Filet Biscuit. Shake things up with a boldly seasoned chicken breast on a fluffy, made-from-scratch biscuit with bow rounds and your choice of drink. So when you're craving something bold, something different, something that takes breakfast to a whole new level, the Cajun Filet Biscuit is waiting for you, along with crispy bow rounds and a drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Cliff.
Jared, you have 2 seconds to answer this. Don't even think. Just say it. What state has the most Super Bowls victories? 3,
California.
2.
No, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is number 2 on the list, one shy of California.
Oh.
Should have stuck with your guns. Niners with 5. Niners with 5. Rams with 1, and the Raiders with 3. All right, but good work. Pennsylvania just 1 behind. All right, let's head out to the Turner Home Team live line and talk to a former East Carolina cornerbacks coach, now the co-defensive coordinator at Louisville, Coach Steve Ellis, joining us. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing today?
Doing great, and it's good to hear your voice. We didn't get a ton of opportunities to talk to you while you were here at ECU, but you'd be amazed at how much mileage we got out of one interview with you. Our Chandler Honeycutt talked to you at Media Day, and you got going talking about a shark and Jaquan McMillan, and a shark always moves forward, and we still bring up that to this day. So you made an impact in about a 2-minute interview you did with Pirate Radio back in the day, but we wanted to get you on to talk a little bit about Jaquan, talk about Coach Harrell, your time here at ECU, and what you're doing now at Louisville. But first, Coach, let me ask you about yourself a little bit. Let's talk about your playing days at Nicholls State. What type of player was Steve Ellis back in the day?
Well, fortunately, I wasn't a great player. But what I tried to do was, man, I really tried to get in depth with the game of football. I love coaching football. As a player, I would just try to play with intensity, have a good IQ for the game because I wasn't as talented as a lot of guys. But ended up being a 3-year star there. Ended up getting injured my junior and senior year. And that's what led me into the coaching world.
Yeah, looking at your timeline, looks like you got into coaching very shortly after your playing career. Did you try to play any professional football at all, or did you get right into the coaching?
Unfortunately, I hurt my knee my junior year.
Yeah.
I ended up, hurting again my senior year. So, I really missed my last 2 years of college. And it's one of those situations where when people say God's looking out for you, definitely looking out for me. On Wednesday, John Robinson left to take a job with the New England Patriots. On Thursday, Durante Jones left and took another opportunity. I graduated on Saturday, and then Charles Kelly said, hey, come down and see me on Sunday. He was our defense coordinator, and ended up going to see him on Sunday. And, man, I was coaching on Monday.
Wow.
I recruited.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Steve Ellis joining us. Coach, let's talk about your brief but impactful time here at East Carolina. How did you get here? What was the relationship that got you here? What were the talks like to get you to Greenville?
You know, it was a unique situation. I didn't really know anybody there. I was at South Florida in the 2019 season. We had a chance to play ECU there in Greenville. And you know, after the game ended, everybody go shake hands and try to meet different people. And so after the game finished, ended up saying, man, that's a unique place. I mean, the crowd was amazing. It was a great atmosphere. I love when the guys came out the tunnel with the Pirate, sitting on the other sideline, getting ready to play. That was pretty intimidating. And so after the season, things happened, and ended up getting a chance to talk to Coach Houston, and he brought me in for a job interview. And what's unique is I got the job on Friday. I came in for work that next week, and COVID happened.
Man. So
luckily, I was able to fly in that Friday. If not, I mean, you never know what could have happened. You might never heard of Steve Ellis being in Greenville.
Coach Steve Ellis, Louisville co-defensive coordinator, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Coach, you got ECU back into a bowl, and boy, since you've been gone, it's been a wild but very successful time with ECU football, thanks to Coach Blake Harrell. And we didn't know what was going to happen when Blake Harrell took over as the interim coach. He even, I think, admitted that he didn't know what was going to happen, but takes over, wins some games, gets the head coaching job, and the Pirates have been winning some games ever since. Did you see that in Blake Harrell when he was the defensive coordinator here, that he could one day be a head coach?
Definitely. He had all the traits that you need to be a successful head coach, and he has two traits that I don't think people realize they are critical to be a successful head coach. One of them is basically engagement.
Yeah.
He does an unbelievable job with connecting with people, whether it's coaches, whether it's players. I think you can see how he has just juvenated that fan base in Greenville. And I know I had a chance to watch a couple games this past season. I mean, the crowd was wild. The guys were playing tough. They're playing physical. And it's a great testament to him. But his engagement and connection with people. The second thing is I think it's just emotional intelligence. He has an unbelievable deal of knowing the game of football, getting people together in critical moments, making critical decisions, but having a piece of calm about him to where hey, man, we got a chance to win this football game. Even though it may be down, we got a chance to win that game. So I think engagement and emotional intelligence are two critical traits that he possessed that all head coaches possess that are successful.
Yeah, very well said, Coach. And I was going to say, I don't know the X's and O's part of football, but I do know that Blake Harrell is a genuine person, and a lot has changed in sports and in life and with generations. But players know when you're BSing them and when you're being straight, just like coaches know when players are BSing them and being straight. So I know that's something you got to bring to recruiting and coaching too. The guys want to know that you care and that you're a genuine person, right? I know Blake Harrell has that, and I'm sure you do as well.
Well, I think before you can coach a player to get the best of his ability, he has to know you care about him. And it has to be genuine, and it has to be authentic. And I think players see right through that. I always believe, man, before you can coach one, he got to know you love him. He got to know you care about him. And once he does that, you can coach him hard as you want to coach him. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to help him be the best player and the best person that he can possibly be. And the only way you can do that is the player got to know you love him and you care about him.
Steve Ellis joining us. One guy that really excelled under your tutelage was Jaquan McMillan, and we are still. I don't know if anybody thought he'd be making these plays in the NFL. I didn't. You probably did, Coach, because you got to see him every day and coach him up. But man, he had the most famous play in this year's NFL playoffs, the amazing interception against the Buffalo Bills. What do you when you see a guy like that, Coach? Do you know early on he's a little bit different, a little special, or is that a guy that just got better as time went on and really, earned his spot at the next level?
I think it's a twofold question. The first question is, did you know he was a really, really good player? Yes. When you got a chance to be around him, you got a chance to watch his tape, he could do things that a lot of guys just can't do. God bless him with a lot of talent. Man, what you did know is it's the work ethic, the determination, the dedication. So when you get a chance to be around him from that standpoint, you knew, man, just, hey, it's not too many guys like J-Mac. I mean, he's a worker. He's smart. He's instinctive. The biggest thing, he's a playmaker. And the play he made in against the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game, we was actually in a restaurant on a recruiting visit, and we're watching the game, and I was telling one of the recruits that J-Mac's about to make a play because I have saw this throughout his college career. And he made that play, and I jumped up, and I'm running around the restaurant. I mean, I'm fired up. Everybody looking at me. I'm hollering, that's J-Mac. I told you he was going to make a play. I can't believe I did that, honestly. But in the emotion of that game, I just knew he was going to make a play. And I think now the world got a chance to see what type of player and type of playmaker J-Mac really is.
Man, talk about the domino effect. 3 years from now, when that guy's making a play for Louisville, you can point back to Jaquan McMillan helped Steve Ellis get that guy to Louisville, maybe because of the great play he made. That's a great story, Coach. And again, I go back to that interview, and it doesn't surprise me to hear you jumping around because I heard you in that interview we did with you back in the day. The passion in your voice when you're talking about sharks and a catfish and a shark are not in the same tank. Is that yours? Did you come up with that? Because we had guys in our secondary throwing up the shark fin a couple of years ago. Was that your thing?
That's something that just developed over time. I just think, look at J-Mac in the league now. He's still throwing that shark fin.
Yes, sir.
Actually, Kevin Byard, I coached at Middle Tennessee. He's in his 10th year in the National Football League, and he was first team All-Pro this past season, and he's throwing the shark sign. So I think it's kind of just a bond, just that brotherhood of those guys connecting. Even though they don't know each other, it's that connection. I think the biggest thing is that when you think about a shark, I know it seems funny, but he never sleeps, and he's always moving forward. And that's just that growth mindset. We're always getting better. We're always moving forward. Whatever negative that happens, that's part of life, but we're always moving forward. It's that growth mindset. And when you think about a shark, like, you never saw a shark in a fish tank with a catfish. Like, it doesn't happen. It's not going to happen because you want to be an apex predator. And you just try to get that instilled in those guys. And really, it's a belief. It's amazing what you can do with a positive mindset. And I always believe that nobody can stop me but me. And that's the mindset of a shark. I keep moving forward, and I never sleep, and I'm always working.
Great analogy for football, great analogy for life, Coach. Steve Ellis joining us today. Coach, everybody wants the football. There's only one that goes around, and receivers have a reputation of being a bit of a diva on the field at times. The corner's job is to stop that guy from getting the football. Do you still find guys in 2026 that want to be a corner, that want to shut down that receiver? Because, again, everybody wants the glory of being the guy with the ball. You got to have some guts. You got to have some a little bit of braveness to be a corner, right? Is that what are you looking for when you're out recruiting cornerbacks?
I'm looking for guys that have a mindset. Looking for guys that can catch the ball in deep part of the field. The guys that have an intellectual intelligence about seeing the football field. The guys that are tough, guys that can run, guys that are gritty. But the most important thing I like to see about the guys, when you get around him, do he really love football? That's what I love to see. And you think about a guy like, go back to Jaquan McMillan. Man, he loves football. I remember times, it didn't matter when you called J-Mac, you can call him at 10 p.m. at night, he was watching film. It didn't mind, you go out to the weight room, he was always out there working in the weight room. And so when I'm on the road recruiting, I look for guys that the main thing, do they love football? Do they really love it? When I call and talk to their parents, so their parents saying, Coach, he's in the yard working out. Or, Coach, he's on the floor doing push-ups. Coach, he's watching film. Like, that's what I want to hear when I call and talk to a young man, or when I'm calling and talk to his high school coach or guardian. I don't want to hear about the guy, Coach, he's been playing video games for the last 5 hours. And that's the opposite of what I want to hear. I want to hear guys that's training, that's working, that really, really love the game of football.
Coach, I'm a Redskins Commanders fan, so I'm going to say Darryl Green is the best cornerback of all time. A little bit of bias there, but great player, great man, from what I understand as well. Who are some of your all-time favorites, and maybe some current guys that you maybe show your team, show your players that, hey, this is the kind of guy I want you to be?
Well, I'll tell you what. Before we get to that question, I'm going to give you a great fun fact. When I said Durante Jones that left right before I graduated, take another job, he just took the defense coordinator's job with the Washington Commanders 3 days ago.
Okay, yeah, okay. I hear that. Okay, that's awesome.
And currently, right now, he's doing his press conference with the Commanders. How about that?
Awesome.
The guy, well, you know, I've been fortunate enough to have some guys on play National Football League, and the guys not to watch our guys real time.
Yeah.
The guys love watching Travaris Ward, that played for the Super Bowl for the San Francisco 49ers and Indianapolis Colts now. They love watching Reed Blankenship, that plays for the Eagles. But the all-time favorites, I love Charles Wilson.
Yeah.
I love him. Versatile guy, was Defensive Player of the Year, played for the Packers. He ended up getting the Brady rule, the Tuck rule, went to the Super Bowl with the Raiders.
Yeah.
I love guys that watch Ed Reed because he's a playmaker. He get balls, he get picks. The guy I'm enjoying really watching right now is Pat Surtain. I know he's a Cormac Miller's teammate, a true technician. But what I love about him, when you get a chance to watch him doing interviews, he's a pro.
You mentioned Ed Reed. I know I've talked about this with Blake Harrell, but you don't just want to force, turnovers. You want to do something when you get the ball. Ed Reed looked like a running back every time he picked off a pass or picked up a fumble. And do you coach that too, Coach Ellis? Hey, once we get the pick, let's go score. Let's go down the field. Is that part of your, training as well?
I think it is. I think if you go back to J-Mac, I know we're going to J-Mac a lot. Like, he had 2 interceptions with a touchdowns this year.
Yeah.
And I think it's just philosophy. Like, once I get my hand on the ball, I'm going to score. And I think that goes back to recruiting. You want to find guys that play quarterback in high school, guys that play running back, guys that play receivers. It's very, very rarely that I actually find a high school guy that just plays defensive back. I want you to have the ball in your hand. Whether you're playing running back, you're playing quarterback, whether you're playing receiver, I want to see you being dynamic with the football. And Jake Mack was a hell of a running back in high school now. So y'all want to find guys that do that.
I need to find that film. Coach, a couple more and we'll let you go. Louisville 24, Miami 21. When you saw the Hurricanes in the national championship, that's a pretty good recruiting pitch, right? Like, hey, we beat these guys. We are as good as we're better, than the team that's in the championship. So I know that was a big win for the Cardinals. Is that something you were kind of looking at during the championship? Like, we belong here next year.
Yeah, I just think we're close. We just got to continue to close that gap. We lost 3 games this year, 2 games in overtime. We lost 1 game by 1 point. We lost at the last play of the game. So we've been really close. The first year we played for the ACC championship. Then the second, third year, we lost, maybe 3 or 4 games right there in 2 or 3 points. So for us, the guys is working hard, trying to close that gap, and the things that we didn't do well, we trying to, fix that and add to what we did do well. So I think our guys get a chance to see and watch Miami play the next championship game that, hey, we clean a couple things up. We continue to get better. We continue to improve. We got a chance to be there.
All right, Coach, a couple of defensive-minded head coaches in the Super Bowl. Who you got, Seattle or New England this week?
I would take Seattle. I love what Coach McDonald's doing. He does an unbelievable job. Those guys play fast. They play physical. They play with an attitude, and they play with an edge. I love the 2 corners that they play with, the secondary. Those guys play with, they edgy, they fiery. They play true winning championship football. So if it's me, I'm going for the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, final question. Again, it was a brief but impactful time here at ECU for you, Coach Ellis. What do you remember, maybe miss? What stands out about your time here at East Carolina in Greenville?
I think the biggest thing is the fan base. I mean, the fan base loves sports, and they love football. I love going through that tunnel on game day with the Pirates and seeing those fans stand up in that stadium getting ready to roll. I will say the biggest moment, you know what? I think it was during spring ball. We had spring practice, and we also had the baseball, tournament going on that same day. And then Shaq had an event.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like a triple trifecta. You had maybe in the spring game, the baseball team playing the NCAA tournament. You had Shaq as sub-dogs. And I think it may have been like the pigskin.
The pigskin pig out.
The pigskin pig out. So it was kind of like a fort. It was a lot of stuff going on. But that was my best moment because the town was amazing. Everybody was there. You go to the spring game, then go to the baseball game. Then Shaq has his events at sub-dog. It was just an unbelievable moment, man.
Awesome stuff. Coach Ellis, I really enjoyed the chat. Maybe we can do it again down the road. Hey, tell Coach Durante Jones to get the boys ready. He's got Bobby Wagner and Lou Vu and Deron Payne. He's got some pieces to work with. So I'm excited about the Commanders' defense.
I'm excited to watch him, too. Thank you. Go Pirates.
Steve Ellis joining us on Pirate Radio Live, and now I'm kind of upset he's no longer here at ECU because that was a fantastic interview. Love talking football with Coach Ellis, and maybe I'll have an extra eye on Louisville next year because I'm a Steve Ellis fan. We'll take a break, come back, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, Your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from automobile, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jackman, Tanner, Avery, Zach, Shirley, J-Bone. Take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
Thursday night, usually not a great night as far as marquee matchups. I'll tell you one thing Zach Kaplan didn't talk about while he was here today. Penn State basketball.
Yeah.
1-10 in the Big Ten. They are 27.5-point underdogs tonight at Michigan.
Michigan, man, they're a great team.
What are you, a coach?
What do you mean?
They are a great team.
Yeah.
Great respect. Ton of respect. Cincinnati host West by God, Virginia coming up tonight. Is Zach? I think Zach's working.
Oh, big ball game on the CBS Sports Network.
What do we got?
Bill and Mary, UNCW, the rematch.
That's right. And UNC Wilmington, a home favorite tonight, lost to William and Mary earlier this season. Any other games of interest in college basketball? Maryland having a bad year with Buzz. They host the Ohio State. UAB Memphis. Once again, it's crazy to see Memphis as road dogs or dogs to any of these American teams, but that's how it is this year. They are dogs to UAB tonight. Alabama, Birmingham, a 1.5-point favorite.
Tarleton State on the road against my Cal Baptist boys. I will be going with Cal Baptist minus 10.5.
And my UC Irvine Anteaters are at home against Cal State Bakerfield. Irvine doing what they do, 8-2 in the Big West. Your Cal Baptist,
I think they're the Lancers.
They are 6-3 in the WAC, and they are indeed the Lancers. Hornets in action tonight.
Yeah, man, the screw job is in.
All right, I'll get to that in a moment. Hottest team in the NBA, Charlotte Hornets, winners of 7 in a row. Tonight they're at Houston. I say the streak ends. Houston did play last night. They're on a back-to-back. Lost to the Celtics, but it was at home. and the Rockets will be at home tonight.
Kevin Durant's back.
31-18 on the year. Won 7 of their last 10, so they've been playing pretty good. But the Hornets, again, 7 straight dubs, 8 of their last 10. But why do you say the screw job is in?
Eric Collins and Del Curry will not be on the call. They'll be calling the national game for Prime Video. Raptors, Bulls.
Now, I'm okay with conspiracies and screw jobs and things like that, but how the hell does that have anything to do with anything?
The streak's going to come to an end tonight, and it's an excuse.
Okay, you need to find something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I mean, half our team's gone with the trades that we've made, so I'm expecting a big night from our starters. They will be very tired by the end of this one. I don't know, man. Kevin Durant coming back is the real concerning part. That's a great, one of the greatest of all time, scoring wise, and not going to be good.
Can you pick up G League guys for a game if you just have bodies?
I think Saloon. To Gene Salon, whatever the name is. He was in Greensboro last night. I think he can probably make that trip out there. I don't know, man.
I was just wondering if you have emergency players.
But I mean, we still have Josh Green. We still have Kalkbrenner. Sion James is going to have a big role tonight with no more Colin Sexton. Kobe White is in Houston. I probably won't get any minutes, but maybe we can see him out there.
All right, and the Hurricanes in action tonight. Last game before the Olympic break. They have had a great run to the first half of the season. 35-15-6. They take on the Rangers tonight. And I was going to play Seth Jarvis anytime goal because Nick said he was snubbed from Team Canada. But it was announced earlier today he will be suiting up for Team Canada in the Olympics. He'll be replacing a player. So Seth Jarvis, another Hurricane that'll be participating in these Winter Olympics.
The young lad.
Canes a favorite tonight over New York. All right, that is the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
We will take a break, come back, and get ready to wrap things up on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll be back with you after this timeout.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Dwarfenators!
Mount up.
That's right, the Dwarfenators are coming to the Buccaneer Music Hall February 16th. It's the Little Giants taking on the Tiny Titans with death-defying maneuvers, high-flying aerials. This is an event you will not want to miss. Get your tickets now at Dwarfenators.com. That's February 16th at 8 p.m. The Extreme Dwarfenators Wrestling Crew will hit the ring at the Buccaneer Music Hall. Get your tickets now, Dwarfenators.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Rusty. It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A rough day for the stock market today. The Dow was down 592 points and closed at $48,908. The NASDAQ was down 363 points and closed at $22,540. And the S&P was down 84 points and closed at $6,798. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of this show. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, to wrap it up. I feel like we talked a lot today. We go 3 hours every day, but I feel like I'm about out of words for today.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like these last 3 minutes of the show. I'm about to fall asleep every day.
Tomorrow, somehow we're going to fit it all in. We've got our regulars, Brian North, Tony Dunn, Morgan Ehlers, A-Harp. We'll throw in former Patriots Pro Bowler, ECU Hall of Famer, touchdown, Tony Collins, who was the leading rusher of Super Bowl 20. Was it Super Bowl 20?
I believe so.
Leading rusher for the Patriots. I have to look this up.
What was it, like 30?
And I will tell this to Tony. We do it every year, and we guess his yards. Tony Collins in that game. Give me some stats.
Final statistics.
Tony Collins, the Patriots' leading rusher, 3 carries for 4 yards.
Nice.
Big game. Big ball game.
That Bears defense, man.
He did have 2 catches for 19 yards.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And the Bears hammered the Patriots that day, 46-10. But we'll talk to Touchdown Tony, see what he thinks about his guys. We'll talk to Patriots fan Danny Beal and another former Pirate pitcher, Trey Benton, will join us on the program as well. So we are stacked for our final Football Friday for a long time. Kind of sad.
Till July, August?
Kind of sad, but I am watching more and more basketball. My Houston Cougars, cover machine, won last night by a lot. So got that last night.
NASCAR's back.
Yeah.
That race took forever.
Yeah, I noticed it was on when I walked into Sports Trivia last night.
Yeah, there was some rain. It was tiff.
We'll preview Daytona and I guess do a draft with Mac next week.
Yeah.
We still owe you from last year.
You owe me 60. He still owes me the full 100.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll roll it over.
It's like the playoffs. You have a money advantage heading into this year.
Yeah.
Like the most I can win this year is like $5. You could win 480.
Yeah, hey.
So yeah, we got that going on as well. ECU softball in action, 11 a.m. coming up.
Wow.
Friday morning they'll play Villanova, and then at 1:30 play Alabama. So that's coming up on Friday. All right, for Jackman, Tanner, Avery, Zach, Shirley, the entire crew here, J-Bone, I am Clip Brock. We'll talk to you Friday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM.